How's it going, everybody? Got a new video today. I reviewed all the cards in the Witchwood, the new Hearthstone expansion, with a couple of my friends. I recorded all this on my Twitch stream, which you can follow. The link will be in the description. Twitch.tv/BGNTF. If you give me a follow, that'd be real nice. I'm hoping to stream over the summer pretty often, at least a few times a week at night. So, look forward to that. Maybe, or don't. I don't even care. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm uploading a lot more often now. Got a couple of story time videos you should check out. Yeah, that's about it. Enjoy me talk about a children's card game for 2.5 hours. Alright, thanks. Alright, how's it going, everybody? We got our Witchwood card review. I haven't played Hearthstone in like 2 months. I don't know about Theo and John, who we also have guest starring in this, but we're not qualified to do any of this, but we're going to go over every card in the set. I'm going to start with Druid cards, give every card a rating from 1 to 5, based on how good they'll be and constructed, we think. And yeah, that's it. Do you guys have anything to say?
Yeah, no. I just beat Tavern Brawl, but that's the extent of the Hearthstone I played in 2 months, so
Okay.
I'm going to catch up.
And I got a new phone, and I have the authenticator, and every time it asks me to authenticate stuff on my new phone, I can't.
John,
so
that's
I can't log on.
That's not good.
Hard.
I haven't been able to play.
Okay.
Maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, Witchwood Apple.
2 mana, spell, add 3 2/2 treants to your hand. Thoughts?
It's like that card that they used to play back in the Druid days.
Yeah, Force of Nature.
Where it put them on the battlefield, but it sucks dick because it puts it in your hand. Next card, everybody.
Yeah, this
give
card's
it a 1.
bad. I give it a 1.
Yeah.
It's just like too slow for what it wants to do.
Yep.
Alright, Druid of the Scythe. 3 mana 2/2, and choose one. Transform into a 4/2 with Rush or a 2/4 with Taunt. And Rush is the new keyword. It's like Charge, except the turn you play it, it can only attack minions and not heroes. This card is just like, I think it's too low power level for constructed. Be a pretty good arena card. It's just like, just a decent card.
No. I think if like Druid really needs to slow stuff down, it could be not that bad.
I mean, I can kind of see that. I think
Just
Well, actually, you know what? If you think about it, like, no, I don't know, man.
you could think about like a removal spell with a different option, I guess.
It's not the same.
does the choose one effect that only happens if it's like played from your hand, right?
Yeah.
So like it doesn't work with all the old stuff. The what is it called? Where you pull it in.
Like the recruit stuff.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
recruit
think it.
stuff.
Yeah, I think it's just a 2/2 if it gets recruited. I can see it actually. It's just like a decent card as like each mode is just fine. Like it can just be a 3 mana removal spell that deals 4 damage to a dude, or it can just be like a decent on curve taunt. I could see it sneaking in somewhere.
I don't see it at all. I'm gonna give it a 2.
I think 2 sounds good. All right. Ferocious Howl, 3 mana spell, draw a card and gain an armor for each card in your hand.
I'd rather play the other one with the little, I don't know what it is, a wolf,
Feral Rage?
something on it.
Yeah, you would, but it's rotating out.
Well, I didn't know that one yet, so.
If there's some weird big druid druid deck that just tries to ramp and then like defend itself to play some big thing at the end, this could be playable. Like it's cost draw and a little bit of armor. Like you don't need to be like, how much armor do you need to get?
Right, that's true. I think for like you want ideal like shield blocks these play like
yeah.
Warrior, and like Warrior is a class that has built-in armor
Warriors.
gain or more built-in armor gain than Druid does. And it also helps activate the Spellstone, which I think will be better this like after rotation. I can see this. I think it's fine. I don't think it's great.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
All right, 3 sounds good.
So far, we're going 1, 2, 3. Maybe the next one will be
All right,
4.
Forced Guide is a 4 mana minion. It's a 1/6, and at the end of your turn, both players draw a card.
I'm gonna give it a 1. Next card.
Yeah, it's just like bad stats, and like all these both players effect that happens at the end of your turn. It's the same thing with the Druid Legendary. It's just like your opponent gets the benefit before you do. I think it makes it like kind of moot.
Yeah, actually.
It's hard for you to just take off with it because you.
And the stats are just so bad.
And it just gets like bumped into. If they have 6 attack worth of minions on board, this isn't gonna kill anything, and then it's just gonna give the opponent an extra card. Like,
yeah, exactly.
All right, it's a 1. Next card, Witching Hour, 3 mana spell. Summon a random friendly beast that died this game. I'm kind of digging this card, actually. If you're only playing, like... Okay, here's the problem with it is, if you're only playing one big beast in your deck, then there's no guarantee that you draw that beast, it dies, and then you play this afterward. But if you're playing in, like, a mid-rangey druid deck that's only playing, like, medium to large-sized beasts, I can see playing this.
Yeah, I get that. It's also got the best art out of any card I've seen so far.
Yeah, out of the 10 cards I've seen so far.
5. I haven't really seen the ones.
I think this could be played in the same deck Ferocious Howl is played in.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it depends on what beast you're playing in the deck. Like,
Well, I mean, if you're going for big druid, then like, what? I don't know.
Like,
What
I think
beast do you
like
really
Druid of the
play in
Claw.
big druid? You're playing
you
shit
play
like
Druid of the Claw, I think.
Yashara.
Yashara's a rotating and not a beast.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It feels like an awkward deck, but maybe you can find space for some.
Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, I think the less I kind of like it, actually. It's powerful in theory, but I don't know. It's just kind of, there's too many moving pieces for it to work in practice, I kind of think. I'll just give it a 2. I think it has potential to see play somewhere, but...
Okay.
Alright.
I'll go with that.
Bewitched Guardian is a 5-mana 4/1 taunt. Battlecry, gain +1 health for each card in your hand.
So we're keeping this kind of thing up.
So we're going to need 5 cards in hand for this to be decent, and then any more than that is pretty good.
Yep.
But if you have a big hand, like it's like a Twilight Guardian, the issue is that Druid can't off early, and what they want to be doing early is ramp.
Yeah,
but
the thing is ramping costs cards. So if you ramp this out quickly, you're not going to have cards in hand for it to be good.
But like, what if you like ramp and then ramp it to Nourish, and then after you drew 3, you play this? Like, you could still have a decent sized hand.
Yeah, but by that point, it's like probably already turn 5. I think, okay, here's my baseline for this. I don't think this card is, I would never want to play this card over Druid of the Claw. Because it's just too, like, inconsistent, I feel like. If you're playing a deck where the first card you play is this guy, or is like a 4/8 or something, it's just like a bad version of Handlock.
Yeah, you don't get to tap. That's the issue.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think this is good. Like, I'd rather just play Druid of the Claw, which also gives you another mode that can just kill a thing. Like,
yep.
Right.
And it's a beast.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 1. I don't ever see this. Alright.
This next card is going to take a lot of time.
Gloomstag, 5-mana 2/6 beast. Taunt and Battlecry, the big theme in the set. If your deck only has odd cost cards, gain +2/+2.
When's it gonna happen?
I think to put this into context, we need to go down to the legendaries that make you want to play these decks. So the 2 legendaries are Baku the Moon Eater. It's a 9-mana 7/8 beast, and at the start of the game, if your deck only has odd cost cards, upgrade your hero power. So it turns into like the Justicar hero power that it had from a while ago. And excuse me. And the other one is Gen Greymane, 6-mana 6/5. At the start of the game, if your deck only has even cost cards, your starting hero power costs 1. So, you know, for Druid, it's an odd cost. So you're presumably playing the Baku the Moon Eater that makes it you have a legendary, an upgraded hero power. So that's kind of the context for Gloomstag. I think if you're playing that deck, you play this. But will that deck ever see play? My guess is no.
I haven't really looked that. I would have to look more into the odd cost cards. I mean,
there are not that many. It's like 1 for each class. I don't think there are any neutrals other than the legendary.
Well, not just those the cards that benefit, but like it's very powerful to upgrade your hero power or have it cost like 1. Yeah. It's just the issue is can you fit in, like can you fill the rest of your deck?
I actually think Druid is one of the best hero powers to have upgraded because, like, when you play Justicar, it was, you played in a Warrior and Priest because it was good for the long game. But if you're starting the game with an upgraded hero power, if I had to pick any hero power to start the game with upgraded, it would probably be the Druid hero power. Because it has board control and life gain, like.
Yeah.
That being said, okay, you're missing Wild Growth, which is a pretty huge Druid card, if you take out even cards from your deck. You're missing, like, Swipe, Wrath.
Yeah. But you still get Nourish. You still get
no Innervate either. I don't think Innervate's as much play anymore, but
oh, does Jade Blossom rotate out?
Jade Blossom's out, yeah. All the Jade cards are out.
You get the new 3-mana 3/1 still, but yeah, it's kind of rough.
Greedy Sprite, true. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's way too restrictive. Like, you're losing half the cards in your collection. Like, it's pretty huge.
And Swipe.
Swipe, yeah.
But they ain't gonna play Swipe, dude. Next one, it's a 1. That's a 1.
I
All
don't
right,
think.
John. Bold call. I agree. I think for the most, I don't think these decks are going to see any play.
I mean, it's gonna get. I'm only saying it's gonna see play if the odd cost deck sees play.
Well,
But
obviously, but I don't think the deck's going to see play.
Yeah.
And even in the deck, it's like not great. Like a 5-mana 4/8 taunt's like decent, but it's not great. Like
Twilight Guardian, come on, dude. Come on.
yeah, all right. Whispering.
Actually,
Excuse me, God, I'm coughing today. All right, Whispering Woods, a 4-mana spell. Summon a 1/1 wisp for each card in your hand.
that's just a one. Let's get on to the next card.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I think it's bad. Like it's an aggro card for a theme that like does not want to be aggressive. Like yeah, I don't think it's good. Let's give it a 1. All right. First Druid Legendary, Duskfallen Aviana, 5-mana 3/7. On each player's turn, the first card played costs 0. I think this card sucks. Like it has to stick on board for a turn, and like your opponent gets the benefit first. They get to play a free card before you do. Like
yeah, that's the big issue. Your opponent gets all the advantages. Like you don't get any advantages from, like until your next turn. Like what kind of crazy shit can they do with that free card?
yeah, they could like play a removal spell to kill your Aviana and also play a dude in the same turn. And then like, what are you gonna do about that? Like.
I mean, I guess it's free removal spell. It's gone, but like that's not really worth it.
Yeah, I think this is just bad. I mean, if it sticks, like there is some degenerate stuff you can do with it. Obviously, some like Malagos stuff. Like,
What do you? You got a thing for wisps?
what?
Degenerate things you can do with this card, bro. Fucking.
But I mean, yeah, there's no point. There's no.
Yeah, I
advantage.
don't see it sticking very often. Like these effects, like what made like Fandral or something good was you could combo stuff with it the turn it was played, and you could just play it and maybe it stuck. But
And like even if Fandral didn't stick, it was a decent body and it had to go taunt. Like
just, like, isn't a good
3/7.
body.
You do not want to be throwing a 3/7 down on turn 5.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's basically on the same curve that Fandral was. Fandral's a 3/5 for 4. Like, it's a fine body for what it does. Like, if you had to give it a body where maybe it sticks, it would be probably 3/7. But like, you're making a pretty big bet, and you have to have some kind of like combo ready for it or something. Yeah, I don't think this is good. I don't think you play this in a Druid deck. The risk reward is just too high. I'm giving it a 1. Alright, Splinter Draft is the next Druid Legendary. It's an 8-mana 8/8. Battlecry, choose a friendly minion. Add a 10/10 copy to your hand that costs 10. This card's weird.
The art is cool.
Art is cool.
Oh yeah.
You
know what? I kind of like it.
I don't know. Like, what are you gonna call
If you get to choose something, you could choose like I don't know, dude.
You have to have this dude on board first for it to be like good, and then I guess
the thing is, it costs
kind of like an
10 or
8/8 draw
something.
card. I don't know. You kind of want to use this to like abuse battle cries or like abuse minions that want to get their stats buffed, but Druid doesn't really have many of those. Like I feel like this card would be more at home in like Shaman or something.
It's kind of in an awkward place actually, because like, what would you really want to make it something 10/10?
Right.
That also, I don't know, man, takes up your whole turn, and like, if you, I don't know.
I think it's just
like what
too
would be
janky.
good? Like you copy what, like a Gloom Stag, and then you get a 12/12. Fucking terrific. I don't know, man. Like, and then I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
I feel like I think one of the best cards in the like after rotation is gonna be Lich King. Like, are you ever gonna play this over Lich King? Lich King is always just good on turn 8.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't think you play this. I'm gonna give it a 1.
I'm gonna give it a 2. Just
2. Okay. So the only good card for Drew we saw was Ferocious Howl. I think
it's not even good.
it's okay. It's not like flashy, but I think it's okay. It'll see play. I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to Hunter.
Would cease play at all.
Hunting Mastiff, first Hunter card, 2-mana 2/1 with Echo and Rush, and Echo is the other new keyword, and it basically means that it's like Unstable Evolution, where you can play it as many times as you can pay mana for it. So if you have 10 mana, you get to play 5 of these. Yeah, I kind of like this card actually.
I don't know, man. It's like Unleash.
Yeah, it's kind of like Unleash. Actually, now that you mention it, I would rather just play Unleash.
I mean, it's 2 attack. 2 attack makes a big difference.
But it
And the
can't
thing
go
is, if you're
face, and
only gonna
Unleash can go face.
Yeah, if you're, I mean, yeah, the thing is, you could play like one. I don't know. Unleash is just better, but like in theory, like the 2 attack and like
Yeah.
maybe just like nothing else to do, and you're just like, I'll make a bunch of dudes.
Hunter is
So-
missing a 2-drop spot after Kindly Grandmother rotates.
Wait,
It's just like fine.
This is not a 2-drop.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. I mean,
it's a 2
it
and a
can
2-1.
be a 2-drop. It can just be like a
Fate.
removal spell. If you have like a 1-drop, you want to stick your 1-drop, you can just.
And a removal spell, then like, that's what it is, a removal spell basically. But like,
Yeah,
you can't play on turn 2. Then it's just like shit, you know.
it is.
I mean,
but like,
so it's really like.
is it
4
worth
mana
putting in your deck
or
if it's
6
not
mana.
bad, as like a 4-drop or a 6-drop?
I
Like-
have a clarification on the rules. Does Echo give you exact copy of the card? Like if you buffed this, does Echo give you the buffed version?
That's true.
Like a hand buff?
No,
Yeah,
like or
yeah.
hand buff, or like in the next one, like Dire Frenzy gives a beast +3/+3. Like if you had like a 5/4 rush, like that's ridiculous.
I think it does. I think that's how it works. Yeah.
But like if you don't, like then it's like okay, like
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
I'm not feeling it. I think has potential, but I'm not really feeling it. I don't think it's not quite up to power level. Like at every spot on the curve, like the more mana you pay for this, the better it gets. But also, if you're playing Hunter, the longer the game goes, the more likely you are to lose. So like,
yeah, and like Hunter's in. I mean, like Hunter's kind of slowing down a little bit with like the recent sets, but it's still like
yeah. And in terms of removal spells, like I don't think there's ever sees play over like Wing Blast, which is look a few cards later.
Dude,
but,
can't we just go back to Nax? I like Nax.
web spinners,
Alright.
dude?
My fucking web spinner, my
Play web spinner
fucking
tavern, bro.
fucking Undertaker bullshit hunter. All right, I knew it was coming to me.
All right.
fuck.
We're already giving this like a 2.
I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna
3?
be hopeful.
Really? I feel like
Being
I just
hope- I'm
bashed
being
it off
hopeful.
for a while.
no,
I'm being hopeful.
no.
I'm gonna
don't
say it's a 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a 2, but I'm gonna go 3 because I kind of like it.
If it had charge, I would say it's a completely different story.
Oh,
But
yeah, for
it
sure.
doesn't. It has
It'd be
rush.
broken if that charge, dude. It'd be like a Hunter Pyroblast.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Alright. Dire Frenzy. 4-mana spell. Give a beast +3/+3. Shuffle 3 copies in your deck with +3/+3. This has really good synergy with the recruit cards. That's about all I can say for this card. I think just as a buff spell, it's way too restrictive for its mana cost. It only targets beasts, and it's just like worse than kings.
It's so much mana.
Yes, it's 4 mana. And, dude, Houndmaster exists. Like,
Yeah, like you're really not gonna need
Yeah.
this. I don't know.
and the
But, I mean-
copies, the copies, if you have recruit synergies, I can see maybe playing this, but there's no guarantee you ever draw the copies if you're not trying to recruit them back out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just Houndmaster. We can never play
I'm gonna give it a
Houndmaster.
1.
I give it a 1, yeah. Next card. 5 mana, 1/3, Valabrood Skitterer with Poisonous and Rush, and it's a beast.
I don't know, dude. It's like fucking Assassinate, but worse
Yeah.
somehow.
I mean, it could have killed 2 things if the thing you're trying to kill. No, this is bad. Just
Like,
don't play this. You know, if you really
yeah.
want to card with Poisonous and a Hunter, play like the 1/1 Divine Shield Poisonous card.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
card's bad.
It's and it doesn't survive anything you want to hit it into after turn 5.
Exactly. It's not like a
Alright.
1/5 or something that you can like maybe get 2 guys off of. Like,
Yeah, alright, next card. This is the one. Alright, Duckhaven Hunter. 3 mana, 2/5 stealth. Each turn this is in your hand, swap its attack and health.
that's dumb as fuck. Actually,
This is the first time
I
I've
don't
seen
like
this. This is on a few cards in the set. I kind of like it, actually.
wait. Did anyone play Adventure Quest when they were like a little kid?
Yes, dude. I play
This
I
art
go to my
is
first-
exactly like Adventure Quest or like that
Alright.
quest shit. Tell me it doesn't, dude. Tell me it doesn't.
Alright.
Who
Okay.
fucking made this?
Alright. Adventure
art things?
Quest art.
Dude, we're fucking
All I remember is
idiots,
like
huh?
the Star video where he went onto TF2 servers and the MOTD was the Adventure Quest ad of him screaming. Do you remember that?
Dude,
Oh
love
yeah,
the
it kind of
Adventure
does,
Quest,
dude.
okay?
Oh jeez.
one time for my birthday, I got the fucking like membership thing that was like $20.
John, we need to stay on top. I
Okay.
need to.
All right, this is a card. I kind of like this card actually.
That's the best day of my life.
A 3-mana 2/5 is like good stats, and just like with stealth, it's always gonna survive to like kill a 1 or 2 drop. I think for the most part. I think you want to play this as a 2/5 more often than not. Because like a 5/2, it'll hit into something with stealth. Actually, I like this card a lot.
I'd make it a 5/2 way more.
Yeah.
2/5,
no, actually, the more
what
I
are you
think
gonna
about it,
do?
this card's really good.
No, dude, you never play a 3-mana 2/5, and I
With
don't know,
stealth,
dude.
though.
Like,
Yeah, you're right, though. You want it as a 5/2. Like, honestly, Jungle Panther has been, like, fringe playable in Hunter, I feel like. Just, like, as a 4/2 stealth beast. And this isn't a beast, but it has one more attack.
Beast. This isn't a beast. Dude, one more. I don't know, man. It's just like the same. I'm just gonna give it.
Does it swap at the start of the turn or the end of the turn?
Start a turn, I think.
So if you swap it the first time to be a 5/2, then on turn 2 you 2/5.
Yeah, I guess
on turn.
you want this to be like a choose one, but it's not like consistently that. Like it could just be the wrong mode at the wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even have like.
Yeah, that's
control.
what really hurts it. If you could choose if this was a 2/5 or a 5/2, I think this would be a great card. But
That's already a thing though.
is
Without
it?
stealth.
Oh yeah, but that's in Wild, and it's
in Druid.
Yeah, and that card was good. Like you could play that card on like Beast Druid.
Yeah, but it was a beast.
Yeah, and you could choose.
And you had
Actually, yeah. Now that you
control.
mention it, that card was like good but not great, and this is worse than that
Yeah,
card.
it was fine.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about the
it
next
Yeah,
card.
it's like a 2. All right,
Yeah,
Wing
okay.
Blast. I like this card. 4-mana spell. Deal 4 damage to a minion. If a minion died this turn, this costs 1.
That's good.
It's good. Like in Hearthstone, like we learned this from Corridor
Yeah,
Creeper.
that's
In
that's
Hearthstone,
really good.
minions die. Like that happens. So
And this is like 1 minion.
yeah, you make a trade and then play a 1-mana deal 4 to something. Like that's pretty good.
Dude, like Hunter needs just like cheap board clears. So like
Yeah.
I think that's great.
I think the competitor for this card is Flanking Strike. Like they do sort of different things, but they serve similar purposes as like removal spells in Midrange Hunter. I think Wing Blast is more suited to a slower control-based Hunter deck. But I think both potentially do slot into that Midrange Hunter removal slot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wing Blast it's a flashier, cooler card.
But like why wouldn't you even just play this in like an aggressive deck? Like
Well,
you
it doesn't go
trade in
face.
and
Like,
but you're trying to get through a taunt, right? Like that's
That's
your
true.
worst.
but like
and,
you
like-
play like Spellbreaker. I feel like this isn't better than like Spellbreaker.
Why isn't it better? You can play it earlier, like it's cheaper.
Well, no, if you're trying to get through taunts, you'd rather just Spellbreak the taunt and keep going face. Like, you don't want to sack your minions.
I guess, but like you also play a bunch of like small things usually, like 1-drops and 2-drops.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't
okay,
like this in aggressive decks. Like, if you can help it, you're trying to make a separate trade and then Wing Blast something else. Which isn't really even card advantage, but like, it's just efficient removal. I don't know. I think this card's really good, though.
Hunter doesn't win off card advantage.
Yeah.
They win off being more efficient and just your face is beaten in before. Like that's why Hunter doesn't need all these like late game cards. Like, it's not gonna work. You need to just you need to kill them before they can
go, man.
Okay. I can't say precisely where this card will go, but it will see play somewhere. Like,
Well, Wing Blast?
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, come on, dude. It's gotta be somewhere, man.
yeah, it's gotta be. Okay,
I give
next.
it a 4. I think it's the best card we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think it's
Alright.
one of the
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Carrion
most
Drake.
likely to be played at least.
Yeah, 5-mana 3/7 dragon. Battlecry, if a minion died this turn, gain poisonous.
This card's kind of meh.
Yeah.
Took it too.
I don't know, it has potential. Like,
I think it's better than
This is
no, actually, it
you'd
doesn't.
never play this
Max,
in Hunter,
no, dude. This card is worse than
You-
Max
Like the
Make Snow.
3/7.
Yeah, Make Snow was the 2/8
My
beast.
Exna, dude. My Exna.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That card
dude,
was
that's a
not-
throwback
never
to
played.
now.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
card is worse than that card and was not played. It's also a dragon.
And
But
it's
I don't think
also
it's anything.
Hunter. Like maybe if it was a dragon in a different class,
Maybe.
maybe if you had like some sort of like even like Priest is losing Draconic Operative, like you're not even gonna want to play this in like
Yeah.
maybe you play this in a Priest Dragon deck where you're like trying to just like
I think
like,
Dragon Priest might be
outvalue.
dead, to be honest.
This is not a priest.
Yeah, that's
card.
true. Okay, we should stop talking
Yeah.
about this. We're going fast. Alright. This is a 1, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Toxmonger. 4-mana 2/4.
Hey,
Whenever you play a
This
1-cost
art.
minion, give it poisonous.
doesn't it kind of remind you of that game? World of Warcraft or something.
Oh, whoa, dude! I heard they're making a World of Warcraft trading card game.
Fucking hell, bro.
I don't think this card is good. Let's go on.
Okay, yeah. It's
You're
just
not gonna
too
fill up your deck with one mana
inconsistent.
cost minions.
Unless you're playing Quest Hunter, but even in Quest Hunter, like I don't think this is good.
Why are you playing Quest?
Yeah, why are you? Maybe this is good in Quest Hunter, but why are you playing Quest Hunter? All right.
Rat Trap.
It's kind of cool though. I give it a 2.
We're
All right.
the rats. We
Rat
play
trap.
at night. Lock at night. We're
It's
the
a 2-minute
rats.
secret.
And
After
when
your
you play
opponent
this
plays
card,
3 cards in a turn, summon a 6/6 rat. Dude, that's the giant rat that makes
I'm
all of
the
the
giant rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see
Okay.
what kind of toy we can get ourselves into.
rules.
I watched that video again for the first time in like years, and it
Dude,
sucks.
no, it doesn't. That's a classic.
Let's go on
It's
to
a
the
classic, but
This
like,
is not a good card.
Yeah,
go.
3 cards in a turn doesn't happen that often, and like by the time it will happen, a 6/6 isn't like that relevant.
Yep.
And you're like paying 2 mana
Keeps
for
them-
and a card.
keeps them
It's not gonna
guessing,
be
though,
relevant
dude.
for a while. Like I don't.
Keeps them guessing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I won't say it's a 1 because it's like new enough where it could just be great and we're idiots. So I'll give it a 2.
Fair enough.
All right, Houndmaster Shaw. 4 mana 3/6. Your other minions have rush. I think this is
Wish
probably
it had
like
rush.
this is just like good. It's not like exciting or anything. It's just good. Like
Which is kind of mad, dude. Like, it doesn't have rush itself. Like,
no, okay, but a
it's
4 mana 3/6 is
beating.
like premium stats. Like it's the best stats for a 4 draw.
Is it?
It's better than 4/5
Man, I'm
probably. It's
still
better than
used to
5.
Yeti, dude.
No, because like
Where's my piloted shredder?
I mean, yeah, but Shredder, it wasn't a vanilla minion. Like, in terms of just vanilla dudes, I think 3/6 is the best stats for a 4-drop. And it just has, like, a very relevant ability. Like,
Everything you have can trade.
yeah. I think this
Yeah,
card
no,
is
yeah.
really good. Like,
Oh,
It's-
it's good. Yeah, I just wish it had
It's a
rush.
fourth, and I think it's better than. It's bigger than Fandral, but it
Yeah.
also has like the same sort of effect. Like you need to remove it.
it's not
Otherwise-
quite as snowbally as Fandral. Like, the thing is, in the later... Like, you have to be playing some sort of, like, mid-range-ier hunter. It doesn't work in, like, aggro hunter, but in a mid-range-ier hunter deck, it is good for fighting for board control, but theoretically, you're trying to, like, starting to push for face after, like, turn 5 or so. So, for 1 or 2 turns, this is really good. I don't know if it's great, but it is just, like, a really solid effect just put onto, like, a good enough body. Like, I don't know. I think this is really good. I don't know if it's
I think it's good.
game-breaking.
What do you
It's
give
good,
it? A
though.
4.
4 works, yeah. Alright. Emerus is a 10 mana 8/8 dragon. Battlecry, double the attack and health of all minions in your hand.
Once again, it's in the wrong class.
Yeah, this card's a meme. I don't think it's
Yeah.
good. But, like,
just
I play Leroy.
cool.
It's a 12 damage now. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
dude,
it's a 1.
its effect is good. Like, don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but it doesn't want to play that. Like, when are you? What
You're trying to
what
play this in,
point-
like, Druid or something, though, not Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
Yeah, alright.
Wrong class, buddy. Actually, no, dude. Actually, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, okay. Mage. First card, Black Cat. It's a 3 mana 3/3 beast with spell damage 1. And Battlecry, if your deck has only odd cost cards, draw a card. This
Dude,
card's
you're not
actually
gonna
really
play
good if you're only
Fireball.
playing odd cost cards. But you don't have
Okay, yeah, you're
Frostbolt or
not
Fireball.
like
Why would you let a
Frostbolt
mage?
or Fireball
Yeah.
or like
Water
fucking
Elemental.
anything. Water Elemental.
Actually, there's not
Sorry,
that
Tom.
much. Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The deck's gonna be bad. Like,
Yep.
this card's kind
You
of
have to
sick
draw a
if you're
card,
playing that deck,
though.
actually. It just does everything, but, like, you're not playing that deck.
It really doesn't.
Alright. Next card.
Draw a card.
Vex Crow. 4 mana 3/3. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 2-drop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you kind of have to, like, you kind of have to stick this for a turn for it to, like, give you value. And I don't think it's very likely to do that. It's just a 3/3 on turn 4.
Yeah,
Like,
and then you have to cast a spell.
How many?
you have to cast a spell,
spells-
and it's a random 2-drop. It's not like a 2-drop you want to be playing. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if you get Millhouse and you get Millhouse, but
Yeah.
like,
if you get Doomsayer, you get Doomsayer. Like,
exactly. I mean, maybe you want that.
yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just not good enough.
No, it's not. I'm gonna give it a 1.
It's a 1. Alright. Next card, Snap Freeze. 2 mana spell, freeze a minion. If it's already frozen, destroy it. Strictly better than Shatter. Why did they print this?
Because
Yeah, well, because
That-
Shatter sucks. Dick.
Yeah, Shatter did suck. It's just like
But-
another opportunity to get Shatter out of like a Kabbalist tomb.
Maybe in a weird elemental deck with the Jaina Death Knight, maybe you
True,
play
yeah.
like
No,
being able to
No, yeah, no.
It just
Yeah,
it's not
it
worth
just
the
doesn't
slot,
do enough.
dude. You got 30 cards,
2
man.
mana
It's
to
a tight,
freeze a
tight
minion,
set.
and then you can just play Fireball or Frostbolt, and this like basically does the same thing. You don't play over Frostbolt.
Dude. No way.
Yeah, it's a 1. All right. Excited about this one. Bonfire Elemental.
Yeah,
5
this
mana,
one looks good.
5/5.
It looks solid.
Elemental. If you played an Elemental last turn, draw a card. Okay. Let me
This
tell you
isn't
one
that
story
solid.
here. I'm banking on this. I said Elementals were gonna be good, like the set they came out, and they were gonna break the game. They didn't do that, but I think they're gonna break the game now because all the other stuff is rotating out. There's no Jades or anything anymore. There's no friggin' like aggro hunter or like freaking Pirate Warrior or anything. It's time for Elementals to shine. Okay. And also,
Maybe they'll
like,
make a
I'm not gonna pre-order
bonfire.
this set, so the only like cool cards I'm gonna have are Elementals. So I'm gonna make like Elemental Mage. Like that's what I'm gonna do. And I think this card is good in that deck.
It's good. You get the cycle.
It's like actually,
Stats
it's
are-
kind of
stats are
worse than like the
acceptable.
4/5 that discovers an Elemental.
But I mean, you're gonna play both of those. You just want to play as many good elementals as possible. So
Yeah,
you can keep
you just want to
going.
hit critical mass probably, so you can just curve out.
It's good.
Dude,
Give it a 3.
the Mage Death Knight is really good.
Yeah,
It's
and then
just-
you have the Mage Death Knight, which when you stick it and like don't die the next turn, you just win the game.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much get one of the best value cards in the game.
Yeah. I think this card's good, and I think Elemental Mage will be good.
Mhm.
Give it like a 3, 4.
I think-
3. I'm thinking 3.
I would
but
give it a
it's
3.5, but we're not doing half ratings this time.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a 3. All right, I'm probably completely wrong about everything. Okay.
Trio Collector.
Trio Collector. 5 mana 4/4. Whenever you draw a card, gain +1/+1.
Interesting.
Why do all the worst cards have the best art?
Yeah, it is not good. This is already a card, dude. Isn't there like a 4 mana 3/3 that does this? No, it's when the
Yeah.
opponent draws a card it does this.
This is better. It's
It's
better.
yeah.
You can activate.
No, because like if they draw one, at least you get one. You get one guaranteed buff. Now it's like you play a 5 mana 4/4
That's
and then
true,
it just
yeah.
dies to their 4-drop.
It does like
and it's
work off of your card draw spells. I don't know. Majorly you want big vanilla dudes. Like
No, it doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't even
I don't think
It's
this ever
just-
sees play.
awkward.
Give it a 1. Alright.
Yeah.
Cinderstorm, 3 mana spell. Deal 5 damage randomly split among all enemies.
If it was like 7, it'd be insane. But like 6 would be good.
Yeah, like
5
this
is
it doesn't scale from arcane missiles very well. Like arcane missiles deals 3.
No.
Like you would think this would deal 7. It'd be broken if it dealt 7
Yeah.
probably, but
Yeah, it would be good. It would be.
Um,
it would be good.
Yeah, it's just not.
yeah,
good
it's
enough.
just is random and doesn't
Yep.
do enough damage.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
could pay 1 more mana and deal 6 damage to anything you wanted.
That's true. Or you can pay 1 less mana and deal 3 damage to anything you want, which is probably better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unfreeze it.
Alright, bad
So I'm
card.
gonna give it a 1.
Give it a 1. Alright, Book of
All right.
Specters. 2 mana spell, draw 3 cards and discard any spells drawn. Okay, I've been talking about how you don't want to play like vanilla minions and mage. I think this card might make you want to play a minion-based mage deck a lot. Like Elemental Mage.
What if you play this in Elemental Mage,
Yeah.
right? How many spells are you hitting that you're so worried about?
Right, you're playing Frostbolt and maybe Fireball in that deck, and that's probably...
And like, dude, you're gonna be
and like
sad.
Flame Geyser, like the 2 damage get a 1/2 Elemental.
But aren't you also gonna be like so psyched when you've just
If you
drawn
just draw 3 for 2 mana, this card
You
seems
hit-
nuts, dude.
if you hit Jaina, like that's the whole goal of the deck, right? Like after you hit Jaina,
Yeah.
you pretty much win the game. Like if you're just playing a slow grind them out deck, like okay, you lost your Fireball, you're still gonna have more health. You're still just gonna sit there all day and
Yeah.
just be like,
Like,
What
you
are you
would
gonna-
play 2 mana draw 2, which this is going to be most of the time if you don't build your deck like an idiot. Like, and if you just potential to draw 3, like, I think this card's insanely good.
dude, yeah, if you hit draw 3, like okay, it has to be in the right deck, obviously, but like if you hit
Yeah.
draw 3, like that's
Like, realistic. Okay, so you're playing Primordial Glyph and probably Frostbolt in every mage deck. And you're probably playing 2 copies of this, so you have minimum 6 spells in a deck. This is going to hit 3 cards, like, 50-50, probably. So, like,
And, like-
50-50 to straight draw 3, and pretty likely to just draw 2 for 2 mana.
Dude, and honestly, if you play this and Bonfire Elemental, do you really need to play that many more draw cards? Like, you're just...
Yeah. Yeah, I think
And,
this
like,
card's really good. And I
I don't
think
even
Elemental
like
Mage is going to be good.
this card with the new Legendary.
Yes, that.
But we'll get to that later.
Yeah. I think this card's a 5, honestly.
Wait, I completely missed it.
We're talking about Book of Specters.
Dude, it's not a 5. You can't give that shit a 5. It's good, but it's not
It's
a 5.
2 mana, draw 3, John.
Unless you
Think
draw a
of the
spell,
value.
and then...
But
it's
you just
kinda
play
like
a
2 mana
deck that
draw.
doesn't play that many spells. Like
Okay,
Elemental
dude,
Mage.
I get that. I'm giving it a 4, okay? 5
Yeah,
is
I'll
just...
give it a 4.
That's
Alright,
crazy.
4 works.
That's
I
like
would give it a
giving an
4.5, but we're
album
not
a
doing
10.
it. Yeah, alright.
Yeah. It's not like the best card in this.
I think it's the best card we've seen so far.
Okay,
I
well,
don't
we're
even know what legendary you're talking about, Ian.
talking about the Book of Specters. 2 mana, draw 3.
No, you said it works well with some legendary.
Yeah.
Oh, the Archmage
This one.
Argua, whenever you draw a minion, add a copy of it
But
to your
we're not at that one yet. First, we're doing the Arcane Keysmith. 4 mana, 2/2 Battlecry, discover a secret, put it onto the battlefield. This card's just like decent. I don't know if it's good enough to like see play, but it's flexible.
Okay,
It's
so
not
you're putting
flashy, like
a secret with a 2/2 body, right?
for 1 extra mana. And so the caveat, it's not a secret that you would normally put into your deck, so it's probably not going to be as good as your average secret that you would put into your deck. But also it's more, like, it's harder to play around because you're not just like, okay, that secret's definitely explosive runes, I'm going to play around that. Like, you don't know, your opponent doesn't know what it is. I don't know. Like, in a world where Primordial Glyph exists, I don't know how many, like, multiples of this kind of effect you need.
Yeah.
Like Primordial Glyph is auto-included in every mage deck.
Yeah, you don't... I'm just gonna... I don't know, man.
I think it has potential to play. I don't think it's bad.
I guess, would you consider playing this in a deck that has Book of Specters? Because you don't want to be hitting...
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
You want to be drawing 3 more off, and you still get secrets. But I mean, like...
that's true.
Like, if that's a real deck, though, I feel like it's not just been playing cards like that. Like, I don't think secrets are that important in that deck. But, I mean, Ice Block's rotating out, right? Because you'd really want to play this in a deck where you couldn't play Ice Block.
Yeah.
But you pull it in. Like, if you played Book of Specters and Ice Block was still in, and you had to, like, pull Ice Block off this, like, it wouldn't be, like, a consistent thing, but it would still, like, you drawing 3 every time would be stupid.
Yeah, I think this card is good, but I don't know if it's good enough. I want to give like a 3. I like the card. Can we just go back to 0.5 ratings? This is a 2.5.
No. This is a 3.
No. Commit, Ian. It's a 2.
All right, it's a 2.
three.
It's a 3.
3.
It's a 3.
Okay. Toki time taker.
Toki. My name is Toki.
6 mana 5/5. Battlecry, add a random legendary minion from wild to your hand.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, that's cool.
Would you even play a 6 mana 5/5 draw Dr. Boom? Like, I guess you definitely would. Actually, yes, you definitely would. Okay.
Dude, I just want fucking my Nax. I want my GVG. Okay.
Would you play 6 mana 5/5 draw my Exna, dude?
No, but I don't give a damn. I bought one pack and I was like, if this pack doesn't have Dr. Boom in it, I'm gonna quit. And I got fucking Dr. Boom, okay? That was a message to Hearthstone telling me that I should become addicted to this game, okay?
Yeah, I don't. It's just like, sure, you could get Dr. Boom and like play this on turn 6, and then just draw Dr. Boom and play it on turn 7. Like that'd be pretty funny. That'll be a trolling clip. But
I mean, you just have. I think it just depends on, I guess, how good the minions are you could get. But like,
they're like better than average. You could just get like Wilford Fizzlebang from this.
Exactly. You could get bad.
You paid 6 mana to do nothing. You get a 5/5 and do nothing. Like.
Yeah,
and Mage isn't the minion class. Like, maybe Book of Specters makes it a minion class, but it's not the minion class. Like, you don't just need dudes.
It's not going to play this just because... Like, it's not an impressive body. It's like, you're hoping to get something better. I mean, yeah, it's just going to be a meme card. You're going to pull Dr. Boom and just dick on your opponent.
Yeah.
And just...
Alright, I think it's bad. It's a 1. Cool, though. Alright. Archmage Arugel. It's a 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you draw a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. Okay.
Interesting. I think in an elemental deck, maybe you play this, right?
Yeah, turn 4, Archmage Arugel, Book of Specters, 4 mana, draw 6. Seems good.
No, it doesn't.
Why not, dude? If you're playing elementals,
It's just, okay. I learned one thing from playing this one deck that I forgot the name of. You can draw too many cards. All right, that's too many. That is too many.
In a minion-based mid-range deck, you kind of can't draw too many cards. Like
too many, dude. Too many.
Okay. Real talk. Let's ignore like dream scenarios where you draw 6 cards on turn 4. I think this card is okay. I don't think it's great.
It's a nightmare, Ian.
Like it's
because
just
then you have 10 cards in your hand.
How often does a 2/2 live to turn 3?
And then you have 3 copies because you drew 2 of the same. You drew like 5 mana worms, okay? And you're sitting there and you're just like, you got no spells in your deck because mana worms fucking
dude,
useless.
Dude, you would play 5 mana worms anyways, dude. Like on turn 4, just like play 4 mana worms. Like how that's good.
Yeah, and you have no spells. You play Book of Specters, and then they're like,
I don't think you play mana worm.
Okay. No, actually, okay. The more I think about this, the more I kind of hate this card because it just emphasizes how stupid it is, like how stupid go first RNG is. This card is insane if you're going first. Like you play this on turn 2, and they're probably not going to have a 1-drop to trade into it. So you play this on turn 2, and it's just a 2/2 that like draws an extra card, and that's like good. But if you're on the draw, like they get initiative with their 2-drop, and they probably kill it, and it just sucks. Like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe
yeah,
I'm overanalyzing this.
Either way, right? Like, what if you just played it like, I don't know. I feel like if you play any draw cards, like you have to activate the turn up, but like you can do that because unlike the other ones where it's like draw a card, this one's super cheap.
But the thing is, you're not playing Arcane Intellect in a minion bait, or you probably are, but like in the Book of Specters deck, you're not playing Arcane Intellect. Like,
yeah,
your only draw in that deck is going to be Book of Specters, your draw for turn, and maybe like the 5/5 Bonfire Elemental. Like
well, maybe you play other. I mean, you're gonna play other. Like there are other minions that draw cards. Like maybe you play those.
In like an elemental deck, though, or no, what minions of those are like worth playing though? Like maybe Novice Engineer, but like not really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that good, but it could be.
Could be wrong. It's. I think it's. Let's give it like a 3.
Let's go on to the
definitely has potential.
I think this card is actually really good.
Oh, maybe you play Alaneth too. That's kind of nuts, actually.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go.
Oh, alright. See you, John. Thanks for dropping by.
I may come back. I may come back. Alright. For shitty commentary. Also, I like squashling art. That's my favorite one when you guys get to that.
Okay.
We'll see y'all.
Alright, see ya. Okay, moving on to Paladin. 2 mana spell, Rebuke. Enemy spells cost 5 more next turn. I think this card sucks.
I think it's a card for skilled players, and it could be helpful, right?
I mean, like, okay, you look at Loatheb, and like Loatheb was good because it was just good on curve, and it also had the other mode of just winning you the game if you were ahead on board and were about to win. But
yeah,
this is not worth a card slot. Like it just sits in your hand, does nothing first, like so often. Like you kind of look at it as like you can't play this in the early game basically ever because it's not like countering a spell in the sense that it's stopping it from being played. Like it's only stopping it for 1 turn. It's not making the spell useless. Like it's just not worth a card slot.
Yeah,
stapled onto a 5/5, it sure is worth a card slot, but it's not as just a spell. I think the card's basically unplayable.
Yeah.
Alright, we're giving it a 1. Alright, Sound the Bells. 2 mana spell with Echo, give a minion +1/+2. Dude, Quest Paladin? Question mark? It's not even good in Quest Paladin, but like that'd be kind of cool.
This just doesn't have a point. Like
yeah,
it's like it goes with the Echo theme, but
well, yeah, there's already 1 mana, give a minion +1/+2. Like this is double the cost of that. And like, if you want to be playing this 3 times, it's literally just Spiker's Steed without the taunt or the death rattle.
Yeah, which is not.
Yeah, this is just bad. I give it a 1. Alright, Ghostly Charger. 5 mana 3/4 with Divine Shield and Rush. And it's a beast. Okay, this card, it looks just like arena fodder. But with the new 7-drop that like draws a rush card and other stuff, I kind of like this card actually. Like I think it might have potential as like a removal spell. Yo, Theo, you there?
It could have potentials, but I mean, it just...
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot.
Okay, Beast is basically blank on this card, because
Yeah.
Paladin beasts don't do anything.
No more curator.
Divine Shield is like the only thing holding it together because its body just isn't impressive.
Well, yeah, okay, so the point is you play this for 5 mana, and then it deals 3 to a minion, and then you have a 3/4 left over.
So are you going to play a 5 mana 3/4 that deals 3 to a minion?
Maybe. Like, if you can draw it for free from the new legendary, then maybe.
And, like, you also aren't going to play it because, like, you have to do it to the taunt minion. It's not like it even just shoots over stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying this card is good. I'm just saying maybe you, like, don't write it off just yet.
Yeah, like, I think it might have a spot,
yeah.
But
you give it like a 2. I think it's fine. It'll be good in Arena, which we're not talking about, but...
Yeah, I think it could have a spot, and it's like, it's not completely ruled out, but it's also just not that.
Alright, next card. Silver Sword is an 8 mana 3/4. After your hero attacks, give your minions a +1/+1. This is really expensive. Like,
I thought I saw somewhere that, like, the new Paladin deck is, like, Token Paladin.
Yeah, Vinecleaver Paladin. Not Vinecleaver, but it plays Vinecleaver. And this is worse than Vinecleaver.
The issue is, though, like, if you could hold on to it, like, if you could fit in both these big weapons and, like, cheat them out somehow,
yeah,
that'd be good. But, like, the issue is it's so slow, it's so late, but, like...
Also, your weapon slot's kind of full in that deck. Like, you're playing the 3 mana 2/2, the Maul that, like, changes effects when you draw it, which is just, like, a good card. And you're playing Vinecleaver, and you're maybe playing Rowling Blade. Like, the weapon slot's pretty full in that deck.
Also, like, a win more card, right?
Yeah,
it's not gonna... Vinecleaver can pull you back in. Like, if they cleared your board and played something small, you can Vinecleaver it. If you already had it down, you have 2 minions, then play something else and buff those minions, possibly.
Yeah, I actually played like a lot of that Token Paladin deck. I said I haven't played it all. I played a decent amount, like, last season. But, like, I played a lot of that Token Paladin deck, and ideally you're winning the game, like, on turn 8. So, like, this is just, like, a little too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give it a 1. I don't think it ever sees play. Alright. Bellringer Sentry. 4 mana 3/4 with Battlecry and Death Rattle. Put a secret from your deck onto the battlefield. New Mysterious Challenger. This is not New Mysterious Challenger. I think this card's kind of bad.
Okay, what's your ideal thing you pull from this? You pull from this, and you're like...
Probably Noble Sack, right?
I'm so happy I pulled the Noble Sack, right? So, then you got...
A 3 mana 3/4? Like...
You got 5/5 worth of power outfit. Okay, 4 mana for a 5/5, but then you pull any of the other ones, like... Would you pull the one that bounces this back to your hand? Okay.
Oh, whoa. How does that trigger, actually? I actually don't know how that works.
Yeah, I think the Death Rattle triggers.
Yeah, the Death Rattle triggers first, but...
I'm pretty
sure. I don't know. The thing that made Secret Paladin good was that there was already just a really good mid-range Paladin deck into that just had, like, 6 empty slots, and you just put 2 Mysterious Challengers and the best secrets in the game into it. Yeah. And, like, there's not really that kind of deck right now. Like, Token Paladin doesn't have that many open slots.
Yeah, it's already a pretty...
Yeah, and, like, Secret Paladin was a very just curve deck. Like, you played the best thing on curve. And Token Paladin's a little less like that. Like, there are more situational cards that you play in it, like the Adapt All Your Dudes Dinosaur and, like, the 5 mana get 5/1/1s. Like, those aren't cards you want to play in every situation. It's, like, a very different style of mid-range deck. So, like... I don't know. I don't see Secret Paladin returning.
I'm saying 2.
Yeah, 2. I think it maybe has potential, but I don't think
it's a decent card, but yeah, it's not gonna... I don't think it has potential to be winning games.
Yeah. Paragon of Light. 3 mana 2/5. While this minion has 3 or more attack, it has Taunt and Lifesteal. Dude, rip hand buff cards. This card would be nuts in hand buff Paladin.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that actually would be good. You have to buff it 3 times, though, and the buffs are only 1. But, like,
if you buff this what's in your hand once, it's a 3/6 with Taunt and Lifesteal for 3, dude. But, yeah. In Standard, it's like, you're playing Direwolves, I guess, to activate this, and maybe in, like, some sort of, like, Paladin with plays like Kings and, like, the 1 mana giving me +1/+2 and, like, the 1 mana... Basically, Quest Paladin. I guess this is, like, as good a target as any for your buffs. But...
I mean, it's a great target for your buffs.
Yeah. It's Quest Paladin, though.
Yeah, I don't see you playing it.
Yeah. It's really good when it works.
Though. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give it a 2. I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work either. But
Cathedral Gargoyle.
Yeah. All right. Cathedral Gargoyle. 2 mana 2/2. Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. Okay, do all the dragons are rotating out, and Dragon Paladin has never been good. Like.
Yeah, this could have been a decent card in Dragon Paladin.
I guess like Cobalt Scalebane is still in standard. Like.
But yeah, no, there's not enough good dragons.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents on the matter.
Like, you definitely would play this. It's better mini bot if you're playing Dragon Paladin, but
it's not.
Probably not.
Okay, Hidden Wisdom.
All right, 1 mana secret. After your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn, draw 2 cards. Yeah, like it's similar to the Hunter card. I think it's better than the Hunter version of this kind of card because in the later game, drawing 2 is better than a 6/6 usually. But
dude, that would be good in Hunter because you'd be like, oh shit, I'm out of cards.
It would be good in Hunter, right?
My board, and then but like in Paladin, maybe you played like. Dude, maybe you play Bellringer Sentry and you throw this in, Noble Sack. Ooh, is that secret rotated out that on the start of your turn buff all your creatures?
Yeah, that's rotated.
Because I was going to say, like, you could toss that in too, and then Bellringer Sentry could actually have, like, some pretty good value. But yeah, I mean, it could make a...
It's just, like, too iffy. Like, they might just never play 3 cards in a turn. Like, and you played 1 mana and a card to do nothing.
Yeah, so like if you can cheat it out, I don't think it's that bad, but you have to cheat it out.
Right. You have to play the Bellringer Sentry deck, which I don't think will be good. I think that's potential. We can give like a 2.
Yeah, let's do the Glass Knight.
All right, the Glass Knight is a 4 mana 4/3 with Divine Shield. Whenever you restore health, it gains a Divine Shield. This could just be like an infinite Divine Shield attacker, which is pretty cool. Like, if you have from the last set, the 3 mana 2/4 at the start of your turn, heal for 3. This is just a forever Divine Shield, which is pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
that's never gonna happen. You're never gonna play this. I thought that card was going to be good, but it ended up being not playing anything. But
yeah, look what you knew. Yeah, the issue is like it's great on your turn. You can trade once, then give it Divine Shield again, but on the next turn, they've just hit it twice. If it's really being that annoying, I guess that's a lot of value though. If you have ways, maybe like some like with that 3/7 from the last set, maybe you can get some weird like healing deck in. But isn't Ragnaros rotating
Light
out?
Lord? Yeah. No.
I feel
Ragnaros is Old Gods. So no, it's not.
So it's not rotating?
Yeah, it's not rotating, I think.
So then maybe.
Is Ragnaros? I don't even know, dude, actually. Hang on. Ragnaros is, Old Gods, so it's not rotating.
Oh, wait, isn't Nazoth and all them rotating?
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm dumb. Yeah, okay, it is rotating. Sorry, I'm getting very confused. Yeah,
so I don't think it's very good. I think this is a 2.
Yeah. If it works, it's really good, but, like, hang on. Let's give this a second thought. How good is just a 4 mana 4/3 with Divine Shield? Like, compared to Piloted Shredder, which was like a 4/3 that... Okay, the 4 mana 3/3 is just like neutral vanilla card that has a Divine Shield is never played anywhere. Adding an extra attack is probably not going to do anything, but just some food for thought. If you really need a 4-drop, there are like worse things you can do.
There are.
Yeah,
but,
it's like a 2.
There's not very many Paladin decks that need that. Let's go on to the next one.
Excuse me. Alright, Prince Liam, 5 mana 5/5. Battle Cry, transform all 1-cost cards in your deck into legendaries.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Okay, here's the thing. Every Paladin deck in 2018 is playing Call to Arms. So, ideally, you have no 1-cost cards in your deck because they all got Call to Arms out. Like,
yeah, if it said it transformed all 1-cost like things like in your hand and your deck,
that'd be good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you're right. Like, you want to be throwing everything on the battlefield and then just be like playing stuff after it.
Like, yeah, these like insurance plan cards, like Mistcaller or something, have never been good in Hearthstone. Like, I think that's the closest comparison to this card is Mistcaller. I'm like, that was bad.
Yeah, because I guess, I mean, it makes it so you don't draw one cost things later. Maybe you do play this in like some deck where you just want to be like, okay, after turn 5, if I draw this, I'm not drawing any more one cost cards,
Just like
right?
critical, just like the 15 one-drop deck.
Well, you don't even need to do that. You just want to be like, okay, after this, I do not want any more one cost cards
Yeah,
in my.
I mean there are worse things you can be doing. Like, I guess the question is a vanilla 5/5 good enough where if you're playing like 6 one-drops or however many in your deck, you're like you want to not be drawing those one-drops anymore. Like it's a 5/5 with the added benefit of maybe giving you a legendary down the line. I don't know. Like what one drops you're playing? You're playing Righteous Protector in every Paladin deck. You're playing maybe the 1 mana vanilla 1/1 with Divine Shield. Maybe. And like what else? Like
Yeah, there's not really. I mean, I don't know. I think it could be if you're playing like a fast deck, like you don't want to be drawing those one drops later.
yeah.
Well,
I think it has potential. Yeah, you bring up points.
you just like if you don't draw those one drop later, aren't you just doing so much better? Like,
Yes, you definitely are. I mean,
so like maybe you think about that.
yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, like you're not there's no opportunity cost of playing the card. It's just a 5/5. Like yeah, it's okay. I don't think it'll see play, but I think it does have potential. I give it like a 2. All right. Into priest cards. Squashling. Oh, this was John's favorite art. Okay. 2 mana 2/1 with Echo and Battlecry restore 2 health. So this is Voodoo Doctor except has Echo.
But that's a lot better.
Yeah, it is a lot better.
But I don't think good enough.
Priest is like okay. Somehow in the course of Hearthstone, like Paladin has turned into the healing class. And like Warlock. But Priest is the healing class. But Priest doesn't have that much healing anymore. Like
Honestly, like,
think of it, like there's like not that many Priest cards that are just like you get healed. Like this could be that. Like in the late game, if you play this for like 3, this is like kind of comparable to a heal bot. It heals your heals your hero for 6, or heals anything for 6, and it gets divided, and it's 6/4 stats. 6
yeah,
6
I
stats.
actually, the more I think about this card, the more I like it. Late in the
like,
game, you can heal a lot and you can make yourself a board, which Priest doesn't do very often. And earlier in the game, you can just be like, okay, well, you're just never going to play it early. It's just not, you never play it for 2. You're always playing late and you're trying to heal up. I actually think this could be good.
Like the thing is though, like I think the best Priest deck after rotation would be like some sort of combo Priest. Or like
And
you
I
don't
mean,
play this in
why
a
don't
combo
you play
Priest
this?
deck. Like Inner
Why?
Fire Priest.
Oh, well, I was like in a Priest deck that just needs like a little bit extra healing, like
Yeah.
maybe you play it and then like you get a few bodies to like defend yourself early.
I guess it's also just like extra procs on your hero power if you have the Death Knight out. Like, excuse me. I don't know. It's very versatile. I think there are decks that just like I just need some healing and a 2-drop. Like this will see play somewhere. I want to say.
Maybe, but yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's just the power level isn't quite there, but I think some decks that just need the effect might play it.
Okay, yeah,
It fills a lot of roles. I think we give it like a 2. I don't think it's good though.
Yeah, 2.
It fills many roles, but it doesn't fill any of the roles well.
Yeah, well enough to want to play it.
All right, Quartz Elemental, 5 mana 5/8 Elemental, and it can't attack while damaged.
Bad.
That sucks. Yeah. Okay, 1. All right, Divine Hymn, 2 mana spell, restore 6 health to all friendly characters. I kind of like this card. I think it's most comparable to the 1 mana, what it's called, Blinding Heal, that heals your hero for 5 and a minion for 5. Because, like, realistically, when are you getting in a scenario where you have to heal multiple things for more than 6 health? Like, that like, doesn't happen. But
I think if that Priest deck that's being played right now with the Prince, or was being played with, like, Prince and the other cards you could just, like, pull out, it was, you played Mind Control, and you like.
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying.
If you play that and you wanted to just like this is like could go with that theme of just like curve out
Well,
and then
this
like
is a spell,
when
so you can't play it in that deck though.
oh, and it's on 2 too. Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, you bring it up though. It's interesting. I think like Prince decks are gonna be really good. Just like in this like kind of early expansion period where like a bunch of people are just trying to a bunch of stuff out and a bunch of stuff is rotated out. Like most of the old decks are gonna like not really work anymore. I think Prince decks are just gonna be there and you just curve out. Like I think those are gonna be the decks that are good early in the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really to do this, but
yeah,
I this card has potential. I don't think it'll be great, which I said about like 20 cards, but you could play this card in some stuff, and there's situations where the card's ridiculous. There's also situations where it does nothing. So like,
yeah. But there's times where it's just like meh.
Yeah, Lyra is still in standard. Like this is a pretty good result from Lyra. I just like it too. All right. Coffin Crashers, a 6-mana 6/5 with Death Rattle. Summon a Death Rattle minion from your hand. There's no N'Zoth anymore in standard, so that's like not really a consideration.
What Death Rattle are you hoping to get from this?
Obsidian statue, obviously. Like that's what you want to happen.
Okay, but you're already at turn 6, and this needs to die.
Well, I mean, okay, this is what we said about Possessed Lackey, and that card ended up being meta-defining. And this obviously has to be from hand, so it's a lot different. But like, it has a lot better stats too, is the thing. Like this will probably trade into something, whereas Possessed Lackey usually doesn't trade into anything.
A lot of the time, like I'm playing like I played a lot of the Control Warlock, where a lot of the time you honestly wanted to just throw your Possessed Lackey. Like I sometimes just like, okay, I need to get rid of this right now. Like, and I played that Dark Pact. I played Dark Pact, and I'd be like, okay, I'm losing Dark Pact into like Void Caller, but like, can you, like, Obsidian statue just feels like it has to be in your hand.
Yeah, it has to be in your hand is always the biggest drawback.
And you have to like, it's so hard to kill this too, right? Like sometimes that's Obsidian statue is what you need to gain health, or that Void Caller is what you need to stop aggro.
Yeah, and, like, there's no way for a priest to kill his own dudes. I guess you could death it, but you could also just play the Obsidian statue for that much mana. So I don't know.
Yeah. So like.
Yeah, I don't see it. It's not quite there. And I think if N'Zoth was still in standard, you would find a place for this maybe, just as a decent sized dude to come back with N'Zoth, but we can't talk about N'Zoth anymore. My favorite card has died. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, it's like a 1. Maybe we can give it a 2. Yeah.
I think this card is dumb.
Deal 4 damage to a minion. If that kills it, add a copy of it to your hand.
I think this card will definitely be played.
I think it's pretty good, yeah. Like
it's like kill a minion and then draw a card, and it's probably going to be a good card.
Yeah, you're drawing a card that was good enough to put in that person's deck. Like, it's just good, clean value. Like, it's a 2-for-1, and you're probably going to, like, more often than not, you're killing something with it. Like,
you're not going to play it if you don't kill something with it.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Right? Like, if you're trading into it late, like, you're going to not care that you're... Yeah, so
actually, like worst case scenario, if you just like need a taunt or something, you could just shoot something to get a copy of the taunt, and then you get a copy of it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like it's just so versatile.
Oh, never mind. You can't do that. I'm dumb.
Wait, no, yeah. Okay, I mean, like you kill it.
Though. Anyway, the card is good. Like the card is just, it's just smooth. Like this card just works.
Okay, let's. I think it's a 4.
Yeah, I think 4. I think you play this in a lot of decks.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Nightscale Matriarch.
Right, 7 mana 4/9. Whenever a friendly minion is healed, summon a 3/3 Dragon Whelp, and it's a dragon. This card's fine. I don't think Dragon Priest is going to be a thing anymore after rotation.
Could you imagine? Okay, well, I want to talk about this card after I talk about the next card we're going to talk about.
Okay, sure.
So, this card doubles all your... the next card, Glitter Moth, is a 5-mana 4/4. If you only have odd cost cards, double the health of your other minions. Is that other minions on the battlefield or in the deck?
No, it's on the battlefield, which is why I think Glitter Moth is just bad. Like,
oh, I thought... Okay, then... Yeah, never mind then. I think both these cards are bad then.
Yeah, I don't think Matriarch is very good. Like, you could make the argument that this is just the Matriarch is just like an engine. Like, if this sticks for a turn, you can just bump into stuff, heal, and then you get 3/3s every turn for like the rest of the game because it has so much health. But I don't know. It's just so slow. It doesn't have taunt or it had taunt. This card being nuts, but
I mean, also like maybe you do play like it's 7 mana. It's not that expensive.
it's pretty expensive. Like, it's getting. I would say the mid game ends at turn 6, so like you're at the late game by the time you play this card.
But like this is a card that could, if you're healing stuff every turn, like 3/3s are significant.
3/3s are significant, yeah.
Rogue 3/3s in like turn after turn, and it's not just like you can only get it from like thing.
Yeah, I mean, I like what other than so you might be playing like Divine Hymn, which heals all your friendly dudes. You might play like Holy Nova, like Circle, I guess. If you still play Circle in 2018, which I don't think you do.
But then what? You're healing, like that's the thing. You're not filling the board with this. You're just like gonna be throwing like 1 or 2 3s away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say
I think it has potential. I think it does have potential. Like, it's not a straight 1. I think it's closer to 2.
I thought it was a 3, but
we could go to a 3. I like the card actually. The more I think about it, but I don't know. Okay. I don't know if like the power level is quite there.
I think Glitter Moth is terrible.
I also think Glitter Moth is terrible.
I thought it said other minions. It wasn't just referring to your other minions on the battlefield.
Oh, well, like in your deck.
If it referred to every other, like all your other minions, then it's kind of.
I'm pretty sure it's just on the battlefield. So.
Okay,
it sucks if it's that.
But if otherwise, it's very good.
Like, you don't even play it in the odd cost cards deck. Like, that's how bad it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The only way you play it is if it does all your other minions.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 3 mana spell. Choose a friendly minion. Summon a copy of it with 1 health remaining. I feel like this is definitely a combo card. Like, you're not just playing. You're just throwing this into a minion deck. Like, you want to play this like Velen or something.
But that could be pretty busted.
That could be pretty busted.
If you could sneak sneak Velen and this in and like a Mind Blast, that's 20 damage.
But that also costs 12 mana, so you need an Emperor proc. That is 40 damage in Wild with an Emperor tick.
Okay, well, what if you have the 2/2/3s down? That make it.
That is true.
Then that's
so you play
1.
2/3, 2/3. That's 4 mana. Velen is that's already 11. Wait, with
I know,
1.
You have to figure out a way to like either have a 2/3 down the turn before.
Oh yeah, you just stick the
down the turn. I mean, yeah. So I mean, it's awkward. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure you can find a way to sneak it out.
It'll be a Trollden clip.
Yeah.
Outside of the Velen deck, I don't think this sees play.
Yeah. There's not.
Yeah,
really
it's just too weird.
Okay, Lady in the White.
Lady in White. Battlecry. It's 6 mana 5/5. Battlecry casts Inner Fire on every minion in your deck. I mean, this kind of is just like Turbo Prince.
What if you're playing Nightscale Matriarch as a 9/9?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like,
what if you're playing Quartz as an 8/8? Nah, that's not that good. I mean, yeah. Okay, I think the much more interesting card is the other Priest Legendary. I think it could be good. You could get weird decks where this is like in that like combo Inner Fire deck. I think you play this.
I don't. Yeah, I mean you do just because like I don't. Do you like? You're just trying to like one shot somebody. Like you don't need it on every minion in your deck. Like I don't know if it's worth the card slot on that deck. I feel this more like some sort of like mid range in your deck. Honestly, like. Yeah, I feel like this would be good on like Dragon Priest if that exists still, because most of their minions, like it's just a buff card. It's not.
Oh my god, Ysera is a 12/12.
Yeah. Okay, we're venturing into Mistcaller territory here though. Like, I don't. This is a Mistcaller card. I don't.
But the only difference is that Priest is actually a deck that can go late game.
Yeah, like, that's a good point. Yeah, Priest does go do late game.
Playing Malagos and like weird cards like that, like weird super late game.
Yeah, Ysera isn't even a weird card. Like before, like a year and a half ago, Ysera was like the late game card to play. Like that was the late game card you played.
And I think it will be again if you can make it a 12/12. And
yeah.
You just need to find. I think you need to find more than just Ysera as a reason to play. And Nightscale Matriarch and Obsidian
statue, an 8/8 Obsidian statue, dude, healing for 8 every turn. Actually, I like this card now. I like it. You know what? I changed my mind.
that's where I also think Night Scale Matriarch can fit
Yeah.
in. You play a 9/9 that when you heal a friendly minion, get a 3/3. Like, you're definitely playing that. You're playing a 7-mana 9. What? And like, sure, there's gonna be times where it's an awkward 4/9, but like,
It's not even bad as a 4/9. Just like Obsidian Statue's a great card as a 4/8, and it's a much better card as an 8/8. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I haven't really. I can look through the other things, but like the
what
other
more do you
things
even need?
possibly. I mean, yeah, but like, just like imagine other things you could just throw in that.
No, like Control Priest, which kind of has been a thing, I think, like late in this expansion. There have been like Control Priest decks. I think this card's really good, actually. Like, now that I think about it.
And like, you'd be playing dragons. Now that I think about Night Matriarch being a dragon, you can still, like, Dustbreaker is still in standard.
Dustbreaker is a
big
completely ridiculous card. Like,
exactly. If you have to be clearing stuff, like, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Like,
and
that's
you play
pretty
Ysera, and you play Night Scale Matriarch, and maybe you play like Cobalt Skillbane. Yeah, Dragon Priest is back, boys.
I don't know if it's back, but it could be pretty good. Let's see what other things.
Yeah, I want to give this like a 4. Honestly, I think this card's good.
Oh my god! Do you know Stormwatcher? Do you know what that card is?
The 4/8 Wind Fury.
8/8 Wind Fury for 7. That seems pretty good to me. Or like, dude, like there's a bunch of cards that are like kind of random, like Primordial Drake. I don't know if that's rotating out, but an 8/8 Primordial Drake.
Oh, it isn't, dude. Primordial Drake is insane. Oh
so, like,
my god, dude. Dragon Priest is good.
You might be able to play some of these cards. Dragon Hatcher, a 4/4 for 9. That seems pretty good.
No, you're going too far here, buddy. Like,
I know, but or like Sagoth, like there's so many cards that like.
I think Sagoth's rotating, but
okay, but like still, there's just a lot of cards that are like.
Yeah. No,
you-
Lady in White's legit. I'm feeling it.
Like, dude, but you have to figure out a way to get through the early game. Like, you Dustbreaker,
You have
and then you
Dustbreaker.
better be like,
You don't really like Potion of Madness anymore. That was like a big part of the early game for Priest.
you Dustbreaker, and you like, oh, what else do you do?
This deck is working though. I'm feeling it.
You Dustbreaker, you heal a bunch, and then you just like sit and pray to get lit. I mean, even if you don't get Lady in White, like those cards we're talking about are still so good. Like, you're still putting threat after threat on the board. You just need to find a way to survive the early game.
Yeah, I like Lady in White. I think we should give it a 4.
I think it's a 4. I think it's pretty playable. I think there will at least be attempts to make a deck like that. I think it might be like the new Big Warrior. It might not work super well, but like
yeah. All right,
like
Chameleos. 1 mana, 1/1 beast. Each turn this is in your hand. Transform it into a card your opponent is holding.
this card's ridiculous.
Okay, talk about it. I want to hear what you have to say about it.
I think it's one of the coolest cards in the set. I think it's a very skill-based card.
Yeah,
being able to pay attention, know what your opponent has, and have that directly like affect your lines of play. Not only a lot of cards counter themselves too, like your opponent holds on to board clear for a while. Not only do you know that,
yeah.
but like, if he's like playing, I don't know. There's just so many cards where it's just like just play it right back, and it's just brutal.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. And
This
just the information itself, like you might just play this just so you know what's in your opponent's hand.
Yeah, this
Like,
is Mind Vision, but also Shifter Xeris. Like, it's the best of both worlds. Like, you get the potential to have a different card for every situation, but also it's always good cards that your opponent is playing, because your opponent isn't playing bad cards, probably.
Yeah, right? You're always playing, it's always going to be, it's not like Shifter Xeris, it's some random crap, and it's always going to be a card your opponent's playing, and you get to know, like, this is the first time you can really know what's in your opponent's hand. Like, that's really important, right? Like, you get to see.
Yeah, no, I like this card a lot. I think. I don't know. Yeah. The thing is it good enough to just put into every deck? Like, I don't think. It might be. Like, it might be.
You just, like, if you know how to use the information, it might just be that good.
Well, you're not playing just for the information. You has to be played at some point to get value from it. I don't think. You're not just putting a card and keeping it in your hand just for information. You need to play it at some point for it to get value, but you're probably playing it for value at some point.
Hard.
Especially so, like, in Priest, where like if you're playing like a slower deck, you might just need like a dude at some point to play. And like this could just be your opponent's 2-drop. And like you just play it as a 2-drop. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
like, I think it's a card that was good enough to put in their deck, so it's good enough for you to play.
Yeah, I think it's a 4. Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah, all right,
I'm gonna have to.
What's that?
I'm gonna have to go soon. I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna finish the classes, and I'm just not gonna get through the.
Okay, yeah, we can try doing tomorrow.
Yeah, the
Even though I'll already out, but rip. Okay. Rogue. Cheap Shot is a 2-mana spell with Echo, deal 2 to a minion. This card is not flashy, but I think it's solid.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be played.
Yeah, it'll just get played in something.
If Echo takes a hand in Rogue, I think it will be played.
Yeah, this card is... Echo is the most abusable in Rogue, because, like, you have, like, Gadget Sand and stuff. Which I don't think Gadget Sand even gets played in Rogue in 2018, but...
Dude, that feels like you're just drawing too many cards. That might be an issue.
Not really. Like, you play Gadget Sand, and only maybe, like, prep this for 8 mana to draw 3. That's an average Gadget Sand turn.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, let's go Blink.
Let's say it's like a 3. It'll see play somewhere. Alright, Blink Fox. 3 mana, 3/3. Battle cry, add a random card to your hand. And it's a beast. From your opponent's class. Swashbuckler, but bad. Swashbuckler was good because it was a 1-drop, and it was a pirate, and it pulled patches. And this card does none of those things.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe this new theme that they have going on, random cards.
Yeah.
From your opponent's class coming back with the new legendary might be something like you're playing that.
I guess if you're just playing the all-in Test Gray main deck, you probably play this.
Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it's a bad card.
Wait, was Swashbuckler a Karazhan? I don't remember what expansion it's from. Hang on. Oh, it is a Karazhan. Okay, it is rotating. All right.
Okay.
Maybe.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think it's very good. Let's go on to Cutthroat.
All right. Cutthroat Buccaneer. Or give Blink Fox a 2. All right. Cutthroat Buccaneer is a 3 mana 2/4 pirate with combo gives your weapon +1 attack.
Nope.
It's just not. Yeah, it's bad. You never played over SI. All right, it's a 1.
Cursed Castaway.
3 mana, a 6 mana 5/3 pirate with Rush and Death Rattle, draw a combo card from your deck. All right, so combo cards like Eviscerate, SI, probably all the ones you're realistically playing.
No, you're playing the 3/2 draw, the Elvish one.
Oh yeah, Elvish Minstrel. Yeah, I kind of like this card honestly. Like, it's a removal. Actually, it's okay. It's a removal spell first and foremost. Like,
it's a removal spell. It's 5 mana or 6 mana for a 5 mana removal spell. Draw a good card from your deck.
Yeah.
You're just gonna good combo cards. Like you almost always.
You're looking for this in the late game, so you can play this and have it activate the combo of the card you draw after you kill something with it. That's like what you want it for.
But, and I mean, there's no combo cards that are over 5, so that's good.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it could be playable. Like you pull this, you pull Eviscerate, you win the game. That'd be a little.
I mean, like not. It's just like value. It's not like game-winning value. It's just like it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you play a card just because maybe it results in a good scenario. I think it's pretty bad overall, but it could see play somewhere. It's like a 2. All right.
Mist Wraith, 4 mana, 3/5.
Whenever you play an Echo card, game +1/+1.
Yeah,
it's fine. Like, it has potential to be nuts. Like, you play this on turn 4, and then you just like play 3 cheap shots and like kill a dude and turn this into like a 8.
3 pickpockets. I think it could be good. Also, it's a 3/5. It's hard to kill.
Yeah, 3/5 is like decent stats. You look at Fandral, like it just stuck around sometimes and won you the game. This isn't quite as snowball as Fandral, but I guess it has the potential to be. Like,
I mean, right? Like if you hit pickpocket the next turn, it at least becomes a 5/7.
Yeah.
And if you hit it later, it's even bigger. Like, I don't know. I think that could be useful. And like the new Echo cards in Rogue aren't bad. Like
I think both Cheap Shot and Pickpocket are decent.
And the new Legendary is also
Face
pretty.
Collector, yeah.
So that if those Echo cards are played, this card's going to be played in that deck because it has the. Yeah. I mean, it's going to die at turn 4 and the next turn.
But like the thing is, Rogue isn't the kind of class that just like wants to play dudes for the most part. Like unless you're playing like, you can't even play this in Prince Rogue, but.
Dude, yeah, you can't play some Prince Rogue because then you're only playing one Echo card. Yeah, I don't know. I think it
maybe
it
is
fringe
maybe.
Playable.
Yeah.
There's a deck that could be made around it. Okay, Pickpocket. This card, I'm gonna say, is the equivalent of Blink Fox. It's better actually.
It's better than Blink Fox, I think.
But it's the equivalent in the sense of I think it's probably only going to be played in a deck around that because it's hard to
right.
Yeah. 4 2 cards. Are you really doing that? But if you're playing some like weird Echo like other class card deck, you're definitely gonna play this. Like it's the best of both worlds, and it kind of fits.
If you're playing the Echo deck, or you're playing like the Test Gray main deck, you're playing this. Like,
Yeah, but like otherwise, Okay, Wanted. 4 mana, deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, add coin to your hand.
this card sucks. You're not even playing this if it always adds a coin to your hand. Like,
yeah, it doesn't do enough damage.
dude, compare this to Tomb Pillager. Like, bad. Okay, Spectral Cutlass. 4 mana 2/2 weapon with lifesteal. Whenever you play a card from another class, gain +1 durability.
Bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, there's another card that's like this. It's, right? Am I insane? Or is there another card that's, like, very similar to this? I feel like there is.
There was
It's a rogue
Obsidian.
weapon, right? Obsidian Shard. Yeah.
That got cheaper, but
Yeah, that got cheaper. That's just better than this card, though. You don't play them in the same deck. Like, in Rogue, where you have a weapon on demand always, like, you're not really playing weapons that often. And this is just a lot worse than the potentially free 3/3 weapon. And
in a deck where you have Shadow, like in a class you have Shadow Blade.
yeah, Shadow Blade's is always good.
Yeah,
this
I
card's
just
bad. All right,
can't see it happening.
it's a 1. All right, we didn't even give ratings to the other ones. Who even cares, dude? All right, Face Collector. 3 mana 2/2 Echo. It's a battle cry. Add a random legendary minion to your hand.
This card I like. If just for the interest, I don't think it's gonna be that
It's really
good.
interesting. I think it's bad though.
But unless there's unless that Echo or that like, what if you added a random legendary minion from another class? That could be good.
Flavor-wise, it should be a random legendary from your opponent's class is what it should be. But like,
And if that was the case, I think it would be a much better card.
yeah, class legendaries are usually better than neutral legendaries. But
Yeah, because how many class legendaries are like just god awful? Like there's a few
that's
in
true.
this.
Yeah, I guess
But,
class legendaries have higher upside, but neutral legendaries are like more generally applicable.
Yeah, but like, and then being able to play Tessa Greymane, the next legendary. Let's just talk about them together. You could replay replay every card that you've played from another class. Like if you could hit those legendaries you got,
Yeah, that's true.
then you like Tessa Greymane becomes almost a N'Zoth as you're playing. It's like a N'Zoth and Yogg Saron together. You're just filling the board and you're doing it, but it's just not going to happen.
I feel like you don't even want N'Zoth and Yogg Saron. You either want N'Zoth or you want Yogg. Like they kind of counteract each other. Like with Tess, we can just. I think Face Collector is like a 2. I think it's gonna be bad, but like with Tess, you want to be getting minions from her for the most part. I feel like.
Well, I feel like it can go both ways. It's not like with Yogg where you're like gonna wipe the board and not know about it. Like if you wipe
That's
the
true,
board,
yeah, you know what's
you know. So like, I think it's interesting. I think this could be a weird deck, but it's so random. Everything about it's random. Like your win condition, if it's Tessa Greymane, you're relying that you get good stuff from your opponent, and then you
could be playing as priest and just get 5 purifies.
Like wouldn't you rather just play the cards that they're playing and just like use?
That's always been the problem with the Rogue Steel deck. Like Burglar Rogue was a thing like 2 years ago, but it was never a real thing. Yeah, and also like the 5/6 that like makes the deck good is rotating.
Yeah, why don't you just play their card, like play that deck? Yeah. I don't know. Why don't you just play their class? Okay, let's go to Shaman.
I think it's like a 2. I don't think it'll see play. All right.
Yeah.
First Shaman card. Witch's Apprentice is a 1 mana 0/1 beast with taunt and battle cry. Add a random shaman spell to your hand.
Bad.
The random shaman spell is like not that great. Shaman actually has like a lot of bad spells.
There's a lot of bad spells, and it's a 0/1 taunt. Like
I don't know. If any class can take advantage of a random 0/1 taunt as Shaman, like they have flame tongue and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess if you're playing a super slow Shaman deck, you can play this.
Yeah, I think it's just too low impact.
It's not an aggressive or mid range card.
Like okay, well this is just worse than Babbling Book. Like a 0/1 taunt is worse than a 1/1, and also mage spells are a lot better than Shaman spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but Babbling Book was really good though. Like it saw play in almost every mage deck.
Yeah, but that was because a lot of the mage decks it saw play. Like it didn't see play deck in like most of like the super aggressive mage decks.
Yeah, that's true.
Because mage played a lot of slow decks. Okay, let's go on to Ghostlight.
Yeah, it's like a 2. It might see play. All right, Ghostlight Angel. 2 mana 2/2 Echo, and it's a Murloc. I love this card actually, surprisingly.
I mean, dude, how many do you need for the quest? Or the quest?
It's 10. It's 10. The quest is 10.
So you couldn't just get it with this card, but you could do some work on that quest.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
When are you ideally playing this? You playing this ideally on turn 6 and getting 3 of them? Like, when is it like, oh yes, I got it this turn.
Okay,
now I'm gonna...
here's the thing. There's no good 2-drop. I've actually played a surprisingly large amount of Quest Murloc Shaman. Like, I've played the deck a decent amount. And on turn 2, you're either playing, like... Ideally, you're playing 1-drop into Rockpool Hunter, but usually it doesn't happen. You're usually playing either Rockpool Hunter with no targets, or Ice Fishing to draw, which is, like, bad, because you're not putting anything on board. Or, just the 2-2 freeze something, and if they don't have any minions, you're just freezing nothing. And, like, there are worse things you can do in a Murloc deck than just playing a vanilla 2-2 on turn 2. Like, it's just fine on turn 2, honestly, and past that.
Okay, but
let's just put Murloc Shaman's gonna suck. Like, it's not a good deck.
Exactly. Let's just give us a 2 and move on. If Shaman is a decent card, if it's a good deck, this will be played in it, but I don't think it's gonna be a good deck.
Zap. 0 mana, deal 2 to a minion, overload 1. I love this card. I think it's so good. I think it's as good as Backstab, and Backstab is almost auto-include in rogue decks. I think this is the best Shaman card, like, in the set. It's just, like, so, you can put this in any deck. Like, it's such low up, it's 0, it's no opportunity cost. I mean, it overloads, but you develop a dude and kill a dude in the same turn, so it makes Backstab so good. And it doesn't have the same restrictions as Backstab. And overload, it overloads, but, like, who cares, dude? It's just such a high tempo play.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
I think it's like a 4.
Yeah, I think it's 4. I don't think it's 5, but I think it's going to be in Shaman decks. You are going to play this.
Yeah. All right. Mercspark Eels, a 2-mana 2/3 beast. If your deck has only even cost cards, deal 2 damage.
Let me not talk about this.
Yeah, the deck is bad, and, like, the effect isn't even that great. Okay.
They didn't put enough of those cards in to make it.
There's not enough benefit from playing. There's not enough reason to play the deck. Like, the hero power is nice, but it's not, like, going to win you a game. You're never going to win a game just for an upgraded hero power. Okay, let's stop talking about it.
Very wrong about that, but, like, I like to see someone prove it.
Yeah. Alright, Blazing Invocation. 1 mana, it's a Shaman spell, discover a Battlecry minion.
Nope, not good. It's
Elemental Shaman, maybe? 1 mana discover.
Why would you ever play this? Just play the card you want to play.
Yeah, or just play the elemental that discovers an elemental. Okay. Earthen Might. 2 mana spell, give a minion +2/+2. If it's an elemental, add a random elemental to your hand. Okay, I like this card. I think elementals will be good. I don't know why I keep saying this, but elementals are going to be good, and you're going to play this in the deck.
Okay, wait, let's talk about this card with the next card, and just how, like, this could be just busted. Like, if you play this with Bog Shaper, the 7 mana
I don't think Bog Shaper is good, but, like...
What if you just do, like, it's just card draw Shaman needs. Like, Shaman doesn't have that much card draw, and you drawing an elemental and another elemental, like that's the whole point of elementals. They want to chain them together. You want to always be playing elementals.
I can see that, actually, sort of. I mean, the thing is, with Bog Shaper, you're not playing, like, a Blaze Color or anything. You're not playing something you want to be playing on. It's not affecting the board enough for an elemental deck to really want the effect.
But it's also, it's a 4/8. It's a big body. Like,
it'll probably stick. You're right.
You would expect, like, with an effect like that, it'd be like a shitty body.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's like, dude, you could have a 6/10 and have 2 more minions in your hand. Like, that seems pretty good.
I think Earthamite is good. I think it's better than Bog Shaper. I would say Earthamite's like a 3, Bog Shaper's like a 2.
Yeah, and I think Totem Cruncher.
Totem Cruncher, 4 mana 2/3 taunt, Battlecry, destroy your totem. Yeah, this card sucks. Against +2/3, it's destroyed. Don't destroy your own totems.
Okay, well, if you destroy 2, it's a 6/7.
Wait, actually, yeah, you're right. Hang on. This is kind of like... Hang on, hear me out here. This is kind of like Thing from Below, which is rotating. But it's a card that benefits from you just toteming for no reason. Like, just toteming because you can't play anything else.
No, but there's cards right now. There's cards in the set right now that just, like, give you totems for no reason.
Like, yeah, like the Hermit, the 1/1 Discover totem. Actually, okay. They're, like, dream scenarios. If you turn this one to 6/7 taunt on turn 4, that's ridiculous. Like...
Yeah, the Hermit is a 2 mana 1/1. Choose a totem, summon it. There's Primal Fin totem. Like,
oh, yeah, it doesn't even destroy only your basic totems. That's true.
Like, there's, like, totems you can throw down. Mana Tide totems, you want to get rid of that. Just make it a 4 5.
I don't know. Manatide Totem's the kind of totem where you want it sticking around, and kind of Primal Fin Totem too, and like Flame Tongue Totems.
Imagine,
You don't want to destroy your. You want to be destroying basic totems with this. You don't want to destroy your totems that actually do things.
imagine this in a deck with Wicked Witch Doctor.
I think that's rotating, but like still.
Oh, but you play spells and then just like people don't kill all your totems, so like why would I kill your totems? And you just boom.
Yeah, I think it's bad, but it's cool, I guess. It's better than I gave it credit for at first.
Windshear Stormcaller, so you can summon Alakir.
Oh, I forgot that was even a card, dude.
Yeah, so maybe there's some like weird totem. They didn't add enough new totem stuff for it. Okay.
I'm still waiting for Muster for Totems, which is like 3 mana summon all 4 totems. Like
that would be good. Like that could be That could make a totem deck actually like reasonable.
All right.
Okay, wait. I just
want
like
a 2 as it stands, but whatever. All right.
I keep getting off track here, but the Windshear Stormcaller, that battle cry, could you imagine with the new legendary? Like, can we skip there real quick?
Yeah, so you just get a 6/6 and Alakir for 9 mana.
That seems like the pretty fair and balanced. Like plus any other battle class. Like I think that card, the Shutterwalk, is just gonna be absolutely madness in a fucking elemental deck.
Okay, hang on. We're gonna talk about Hagatha first. She's the only new hero in the set. She's an 8-mana hero with Battlecry deal 3 damage to all minions, and she has 5 armor, like all the other heroes. And her hero power, it's a passive hero power. After you play a minion, add a random shaman spell to your hand.
I think it. You play the board clear, maybe, right? Like half the time. What if you play this in in an elemental shaman deck?
If you play this in elemental shaman deck,
Hear me out. You play the legendary elemental. Like half the time when you play that legendary elemental, where you get to discover. Like if you played an elemental last turn, discover like an effect, and like half the time you're hitting deal 3 damage to all enemies, right?
That's true. Yeah.
This is just you're playing 3 damage to all minions. You lost a turn on board, right?
Right.
Then next turn, you're rebuilding your board, and at the same time, you're filling your hand up still. Like, I get it. There's not that, like, some shaman spells are bad. But, like, dude, if you're hitting zaps, you can play those right away. Mm-hmm. If you're hitting Blazing Invocation, you're continuing your cycle. Like, you get so much stuff. If you're hitting Earthen Mites, you're going crazy. Like, you're doing so well. Like, what other shamans? Like, there's just, I feel like there aren't, like,
yeah, it's a lot of value in the long run.
Bad, but like, dude, if you're playing, if you can get through the early game, like, why aren't you playing this in the late game?
Right,
you're behind.
It's like the Death Knight heroes. Like, it's very hard to outvalue them in the late game. I think this card is. I think it's fine.
The old shaman, like Death Knight.
That was an aggressive card, which was like different than other Death Knights.
Yeah, it didn't give you like the late game. It was like, dude, the Hunter one gave you that hero power build zombie that was ridiculous. Like all these ones, like, dude, they people even built a deck around it. They played a bunch of aggressive stuff, and to finish you off, all they did was play the Death Knight and just build zombies and just throw them at your face till they won. Like the mage decks that people play, the control decks, literally just played Jaina and tried to win. Like you could do that here too if you're playing an elemental deck where you're not playing that many spells, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
just so much value.
Know there's not that many, like, and like elementals do everything for you. They hurt other minions. They bring you more minions. Like if elementals become a thing, I think this card can be really busted. Yeah. I don't really see it.
I don't think it doesn't even need elementals. I think if you're playing a slow shaman deck, you play the card. Like,
but dude, that's the thing though. Like the only slow shaman deck that you're gonna want to play, like,
yeah, it is probably elementals.
You're not gonna want to play a lot of spells in. Like you need to play spells in shaman if you're gonna survive that late. If you're not elemental, right? Like shamans have good elementals though, dude. They have the 2/4 restore 3 health. Like, they have elementals
just fine.
They have what other elementals do they have right now?
Fire elemental, just the classic, the original, the OG elemental. That's just good.
They have Earth Elemental if that stays in. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a classic card, I think. It's pretty. I don't think you play that in a curve deck, though.
Is Hazael rotating out?
Halazeel's rotating. I don't even remember if Halazeel's an elemental, actually.
There's the elemental, all other minions in your hand cost, or return them all in your hand.
Yeah, Grumble. I haven't even gotten a chance to play with them yet, actually.
They have the
You have Talamos, like the biggest reason to play elemental shaman. It's still the shaman legendary. Like,
dude, they have Alakir, also an elemental.
Alakir is elemental.
Yeah, they have just their Snow Fury giants are elementals. Like
Really?
like Shaman has like
Are
the
Snow Fury Giants actual elementals? Hang on.
yeah. Like what if you're just playing like
Oh,
shitty
they are.
like
Whoa.
like you have air elementals early. You have like dude. There's just I feel like elementals and Shaman like that's my big prediction. Elementals and Shaman are going to be
Yeah,
just
my big prediction was
you
elementals
have
and
the battle
mage. Like,
cry triggered twice this turn elemental. You have the Fire Plume Hardbringer reduce the cost of elementals in your hand by
Yeah.
1. What the fuck is this? Like
oh
dude,
yeah,
if
the new elemental that was like the 2-mana 1/1 that doubles the next battle cry.
yeah, like dude, I feel like elementals in this set are going to be really fucking good.
Yeah,
And
I think for at least this set where there's a pretty small card pool, but all the elementals are still here, I think elementals will be good.
I think Elemental Shaman, like that's my prediction. That's gonna be a hard deck to beat because with this new hero, this new Death Knight, you have a late game too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't run out of cards as quickly.
Yeah.
You have spells you can play. Like, could you imagine, like some of these spells you could get off this? Like, dude, like the Shaman has a lot of destructive spells, but like, what if you get lesser, like the Sapphire Spellstone?
Oh, the Spellstone. What about like Healing Rain? Like you just heal for 12. Like.
You heal all your minions. Dude, what if you get Tidal Surge, like just like spells to play over and over again?
Shaman has a lot of versatile spells.
What if you hit Spirit Echo? Like
yeah,
you
that's
just
true.
you just win the game. Like your it goes off, or like Primal Talismans, like just like things that are
I don't
just
even
like
know what that is, dude.
It's the one give your minions Death Rattle, summon a random basic totem.
Oh
like,
yeah.
We were talking about the basic totem before, but like, dude, Shaman has so many just dumb broken cards, and then like, or Farsight. What the fuck is like, what?
Yeah.
Like, dude, Shaman's late game could be bust.
Can we talk about Shutterwalk? Because I think Shutterwalk is good in Elemental Shaman. Maybe. Actually, the more I think about it, maybe it's not. It might just be shooting everything you already have for a bunch of damage, and that's like bad.
Yeah, dude. Or like, what about like, dude? I just, oh my god, like so many things. Like, is Devolve rotating now?
Devolve is still in, I think.
Dude,
hang on, let me check.
That's stupid. Then, okay, I think Shaman actually can be a very good class. And now that I look at it, I don't think Shaman got boned as much, and I think Bog Shaper and Earthen Might are actually going to be very.
No,
good
Devolve is rotating. Never mind.
Okay, but I still think this package of 4 here, the Hagath Witch, the Shutterwalk, Bog Shaper, Earthen Might, are going to be, like, people are going to try the Elemental Shaman deck. I don't know if it's going to be good
definitely.
or not, but people are going to try it.
We're going to find out. I will make it. I already have I have all the old Elemental Shaman cards, because the last set I pre-ordered was the Elementals set. Like,
I don't have all of them. I think I'm missing. Oh yeah, I'm missing a lot. I'm missing Stone. Yeah, never mind. We don't need to talk.
Warlock. First card, Witchwood Imp is a 1-mana 1/1 demon with stealth, and Death Rattle give a random friendly minion a +2 health. Zoo, maybe.
If there's more Zoo cards in this set, which I think I see a few more, it could be good, right?
I don't know. It's not like exciting. I don't know.
But like,
one drops that are rotating, like Possessed. Whatchamacallit is rotating. The 1/1 Death Rattle got a 1/1.
Like, play this on 1.
This is good.
Then your 2-drop has an extra 2 health.
Yeah. And you can always just hold on to this. Like, you can just hold on to it until you trade into something, and until it's like a good situation to kill it. Like, I think it's decent. Maybe not good, but it's decent for sure.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Yeah, sure. Maybe 3. All right. This card sucks.
I think it's a 1. Can we move on?
Duskbat. I like this card a lot. 3-mana 2/4. It's a beast. Battlecry. If your hero took damage this turn, summon 2 1/1 bats.
Dude, this is hard. Because pretty much you're tapping to activate this, right?
Okay, so 5 mana. I don't even want to say all the stuff. It's your hero will take damage. It's just what Warlock does now, which I like. I think it's a good identity to have. But like, yeah, with the spell, like you're playing with a Spellstone. The Spellstone is activated a good amount of the time, and obviously you're usually doing it on the turn before you play it. But like, it's not hard to play like a Kobold Librarian and this guy on the same turn.
Yeah, that also, let's talk about the next card real quick. Blood Witch. It sets up a lot.
Yeah,
of
it just activates all this stuff. It activates the Dustbat, activates the Deathweb Spider. So
I think if those things are being played a lot and people are having trouble activating them, they might just throw in a Blood Witch because it's a big box. the 3/6 for 4.
Yeah, it's
And to take
a good body.
And is Warlock that concerned about taking 1 damage, especially when they're getting this monster Deathweb Spider?
Right.
Like, the life gain, holy shit. Okay, let's keep going.
Alright, so Dustbats, I think they're both like 3s. I think they're both C play somewhere.
Curse of Weakness, holy.
What even is this card? This is a Priest card. I don't understand why it's a Warlock card.
Dude, it's so good.
It's not. It's not. This card is bad. Okay, Pint-Sized Potion was supposed to be so good, and it sucked. It didn't see play anywhere.
Okay, but do you understand why this card is so good?
No.
Okay, think about it this way. If you play this card, and you're like, okay, shoot, they have enough damage to kill me on next turn on board, I have no way out.
Until your next... I didn't even read the card. It's until your next turn.
Exactly.
Okay, I should read the card.
Dude, like, one, it's versatile. You can either trade and, like, play it enough to clear, like, make it so your minions just free clear, or you just need to survive, and you just throw it out 3 times.
It's kind of like Frost Nova, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, it's a little more expensive, but
Yeah.
it also gives you the advantage of you could trade into hit the rest of their minions and just like win. Like, if you...
This card's
like,
weird. I actually have no idea what to think about this card.
I think it's versatile enough to be played in both control and in aggro decks, right? In aggro decks.
Yeah, you want the effect in aggro decks, sort of.
And also, their minions can't trade with yours.
Yeah, their minions can't trade back on your minions. I think it's more important. Like, some sort of Temper Priest would have played Pint-Sized Potion if they could, because it has the potential to be such a good, like, trading, like, aid. But
dude, the next turn thing makes this card, in my mind, very good. I think it's almost a 4. I think it's a very good card. I think it's gonna be underestimated.
Yeah, I can see that. I think I can see like a 3 for this card. I can definitely see it playing it. Like, it's a decent just card to like put into a lot of existing decks. It's just good in like the mechanics of Hearthstone. Like, I don't know if it's good enough to like see play in any like top tier constructed decks, but just like by the rules of Hearthstone, this should be a good card.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Dark Possession.
Dark Possession. 1 mana, it's a spell, deal 2 damage to a friendly character and discover a demon.
I think it's pretty good.
I mean, you look at this, like, compared to Dark Pact.
Well,
like,
no, I don't.
No, this is better than Dark Pact. It's friendly character. Okay, so you can just play this. It's like a life tap for 1 mana.
Yeah, that's what I'm... It's a life tap, and you discover a demon. You like demons, right? Like,
demons
we have a lot in the set. You could hit Jiraxis from this.
You could hit Jiraxis from it, yeah.
You could hit Voidwalker. What other big demons are we, like, for here?
Oh, you mean Void Lord?
Void Lord, yeah, sorry, Void Lord. You could hit...
Doomguard, maybe.
Doomguard, Despicable Dreadlord.
Dreadlord, yeah. Yeah, like, actually, this is just good.
Abyssal Enforcer.
Abyssal Enforcer, yeah.
If you have a spot in your deck, I think this is very good. I also think, though, it might just not be able to fit in. Right, because you're playing 1 mana, deal 2 damage, draw. Like that part, I think it's just basically you're playing 1 mana, find a deal.
It also activates your like Deathweb Spider, which I think is going to be really good.
Yeah, that might be the other
card too soon, but.
Well, do we think that it's like, is this even equivalent to like what? How does it compare to the what is that card called? Kobold Librarian. It's not a 2/1 body.
Oh, it's worse than Kobold Librarian, but. Kobold Librarian is one of the best cards in the game.
Listen to me. You don't take a card out of your deck, right? You're not thinning out your deck at this point.
That's not... we shouldn't even talk about that. Like,
no, it is relevant.
It's only relevant in, like, fatigue matchups.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're playing... It activates a lot of things. It helps out your Blood Reaver Ghoul down, because you're hitting another good minion. Like...
Yeah, I guess... The Warlock decks in this expansion are probably going to be, like, very focused on hitting Blood Reaver. Like, that's what they're going to try to do. So, I think discovering another... this card is good. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I think it's very... Actually, I think I underestimated it at first. I think it's pretty good. I think it's not, like... I think it will be played. People will try to mess around with it, right? Because imagine hitting Deathweb Spider, a 4/6... okay, you draw a card. You draw
a 4/6 Lifestealer, yeah.
Discover a demon... and you get a 4/6 Lifestealer, or you hit this on 4, you get 4/6 worth of power spread out plus a demon. Like, I don't know. I think it could be very good.
I think it's a 3. Also I like it.
I think that's where the Warlock decks are moving towards. It's going to be like in that control-ish spot. Like, I think it's pretty good.
Alright, Deathless Spider. 5 mana, 4/6. It's a beast. Battlecry. If your hero check damages turn, gain lifesteal.
Very good.
Very good, I agree.
It's very good and move on.
Yeah, it's not like flash or anything, but Warlock just needs the healing. Like,
and it's not Blood Queen Lanethel, which needs to be have stuff
Blood Queen Lanethel. Okay.
You can keep all your cards and you get life steal. Let's go on.
It's like I think it's like a 4, honestly. Like, I think it's good enough to maybe just be auto-include in any Warlock deck.
I think it is.
Yeah. Maybe not
worst,
aggro Warlock, but
7, and you're tapping into it. Like, you have an auto activator for it. It's never going to activate, and then you're gaining life. Okay, Ratcatcher.
3 mana, 2/2 with Rush. Battlecry, destroy a friendly minion and gain its attack and health. This card is weird.
It's weird, and I don't know if it's going to be very good because I don't think you play this in big Warlock decks.
You're not playing in big Warlock decks. You're not playing it in Zoo decks. Probably.
Yeah. I just don't know where. I think 2. I think it might fit in a few decks.
Yeah, you should play this in some kind of like weird Zoo deck with like Devil Sword Egg or something.
Okay, let's talk about 2 cards I'm super excited for.
Glinda Crowskin is a 6 mana 3/7. Minions in your hand have Echo. I'm gonna be frank, I think this card sucks. Convince me otherwise. Because I want to like it.
Okay, so I just I was thinking look, you play 2 Deathweb Spiders for 1, but
they're not activated, yeah.
You need to activate it. But okay, let's look at some of the Warlock cards you could be playing with this. So basically you have to go below 5 mana. Okay, first of all, if you just straight up play this and then you double Possess Lackey with the amount of demons you're probably going to be playing this next set, that's first of all valuable. Mm-hmm. What little things can we play? What if you play Gnome Feratu with this? Do you know how annoying that would be?
that's kind of funny. I will give you credit for that.
That's kind of a meme. You could just play that over and again and just demoralize someone pretty much. What if you just are playing this and you just are I need cards and just hit 2 Kobold Librarians off after this for 8?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think this card is going to be explosively powerful, but I don't think it's terrible either.
Yeah.
The issue is a lot of Warlock's things end up hurting themselves.
Right.
So
I don't think Warlock is definitely not need a card draw. I don't think you need Kobold Librarian echoing 4 times
Dude, well, I don't think you're gonna echo things that many times. I think that's what's the overestimated thing. Or imagine playing 2 Hooked Reaver. You know what Hooked Reaver does?
Yeah, I like Hooked Reaver.
The 7/7 2 7/7 taunts for
that's
1.
That's kind of nutty. It's true.
They were I don't think this will go in the classic deck that they have right now, but maybe there is one where it's wow, damn,
mm-hmm.
you have to clear this, or what's happening next turn? You're playing 3 Darkshire Councilmen.
I
think it's a card that has.
But is it worth playing a 6 mana 3/7 though? That's the real question. I don't think it is.
But it has pseudo taunt. It basically has taunt, right? Because you're saying dude, I'm doing all this busted stuff next turn unless you kill this.
That's so many cards in the game though.
But there's not that many of these cards in Warlock, right? There's things they have to go through because they have taunt, but I don't know. I don't think it gains you. It could be and it also trades kind of well for 3/7 to slow the game down.
I think it's a 2. It might. I think it's mostly a meme. I don't think it'll end up seeing play, but
maybe.
Right. Let's just talk about Lord Godfrey because this card's ridiculous. 7 mana 4/4. Battlecry, deal 2 damage to all other minions. If any die, repeat the Battlecry. It's super defile. And it's just on a 4/4.
At first, I didn't read this said all other minions. I thought this was broken. I was if anything has 2 health, you're hitting that, then this, then it's 6 damage to everything. That doesn't clear it. I think
the way Battlecry's trigger before minions actually come into play. That's why Abyssal doesn't deal damage to itself.
Yeah, I think this card is amazing.
Yeah, this card's ridiculous. It's just so often it's going to be a 4/4 that does 4 to everything. That's so good. It's just...
Dude, there's just no way... even, dude, you play... imagine how often Primordial Drake kills stuff.
Right.
And that's how often...
And then just double that.
Yeah,
and then maybe triple.
Dude, Warlock... I don't even think Warlock needs this card.
Right, it already has Abyssal Enforcer, which is so good. But, this is just better.
What are we talking about? It has Hellfire, it has Defile. Like, it already has all great cards to clear the board. Like, if Warlock gets like a very good way to sustain late, like except for the N'Zoth it's losing, it will just fucking destroy everyone. Like, that's the only issue with the Warlock Death Knight hero power, is it helps sustain you, but it doesn't like perpetuate you to win the game. Like,
well, no, it totally does. There's a 6-point life swing every turn. Like, you just start shooting them in the face, and like that's sometimes the correct line. Is you just shoot them in the face until they die.
But I feel like if you're playing against Mage and they hit their Death Knight, you lost. If you're playing against like maybe even the new Element Shaman, you might lose there too. Like, there are
maybe.
Yeah, so there's a pot.
But like the thing is, War Legend has critical mass of board clears. Like, it's just so many of them. You got Defile, Hellfire, this guy, Twisting Nether, Abyssal, maybe. Like, you can just clear everything in Warlock. And you also have like Siphon Soul. You can kill big like single target things too.
You have Siphon Soul. You have the Spellstone. Like, Warlock.
Control Warlock is not missing. It's losing some things rotation, but it's not going to be like missing a beat as a deck. Like, it's still going to be a top tier deck.
It still has Void Lord. It still has its huge taunt. It still has its huge demons. Like, I think the new decks are just going to play like Possessed Lackeys and like
you play Possessed Lackey and Void Lord, and that's just like it's just such an unfair thing to do against an aggressive deck. Like, it's a very fair control deck otherwise, but you just throw in this like unfair element where sometimes it just wins the game on turn 5. Because like, how does an aggro deck, unless it can silence it, beat a Void Lord? Like, the deck is just gonna be good. Like,
yeah, I don't think I think yeah. Okay, let's move on to Warrior.
I think Lord Garfield's a 5. I think it's the best card in the set. Maybe that's exaggerated. I think it's like a 4. It's good. There's just so many. It might just be too redundant, honestly. It's good though. It's a good card. All right, whatever.
I think you're gonna play it. I think you're gonna play it no matter what.
Warrior.
Okay.
First Warrior spell, 2 mana, Warpath. Echo, deal 1 damage to all minions. This card is good.
It's okay. So turn 4, you can deal 2 damage to everything. Turn 6, you can deal 3. Turn 10, you can deal 5.
Yeah, it's not even just that, though. It's you get multiple procs out of all your, like, when this takes damage cards. It's multiple Acolyte of Pain procs. It's multiple, whatever, like, Frothing Berserker. Maybe you're playing that. I don't know.
Okay.
This card being Nuts and Patron Warrior.
How many when these take damage cards are you going to be playing?
That's true. That's like that's a bygone era of Warrior, kind of, but,
like, I guess...
Acolyte of Pain value, dude. I'm gonna nut. Okay.
Armor Smith, like,
yeah.
That will do really well. Frothing Berserker. Let's see what else is like really good when like the Valkyrie Soul Claimer, I guess, is decent.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that card.
Like, but I mean, dude, that's like so few. And then like Death Revenant, I guess. But
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
That's the one where it gets +1/+1 for each damaged minion.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I think it's just so versatile. Like, it's gonna be used as a removal spell most of the time, but it has the upside of also probably activating some of your stuff, maybe multiple times.
Okay, I am under the impression. Okay, the only way I think this could, I'm always hoping this deck comes back, but a Dead Man's Hand, like. You could
it's good in that deck. I think it's just another board clear.
Yeah, but is Arcane Giant rotating out?
Yes.
Oh, because I was gonna say, dude, like imagine this with Arcane.
Right, yeah.
It makes it so cheap, so quick, and then like you're right, it procs your acolytes, it procs all those things, and it just like gives you the advantage for that. But Cold Light Oracle's rotating out. I think Dead Man's Hand might be.
Yeah, it's probably dead.
On the way out, but okay. Woodcutter's Axe.
2 mana 2/2 weapon. Death Rattle, give +2/+1 to a random friendly rush minion. Okay, a 2 mana 2/2 weapon is like it's basically on curve. Like, now that like, War Axe is rotated, that's like basically the baseline for what a weapon is. It's.
But I think the real way we discuss how good this card is we discuss the rush cards and how good
definitely.
we feel. So. Well,
yeah.
Let's come back to this card.
Yeah, let's come back to it. Okay, good idea. Rabid Warden, 3 mana 3/3 with Rush. I don't think this card is good.
Dude, if that was like you used to be able to play Alex Strauss's Champion, and that would be a 3/3 for 2, right?
Yeah, just with regular charge.
With regular charge, like why would I like? I don't want to play this. Like I want to be able to hit their face in like with this kind of stat line.
Right.
I don't want to be trading this because it's going to die to most things, right? There's a
Yeah,
lot of
it dies to about like half of 2-drops.
Yeah, so like bad. Okay,
Yeah.
so
But Militia Commander, 4 mana 2/5, rush and Battlecry gain +3 attack this turn. This card is much better.
5/5 for 4.
It rushes into something. It kills something almost always. Like 5 damage is a lot more than 3, like in the mid game.
I think it's decent. I think it's like a 2, maybe a 3.
I think if you're playing some sort of like weird rush deck, you play this card.
Yeah, so it's a 2. It could find its spot.
Sure, yeah, 2 or 3. All right. Red Band Wasp is a 2 mana 1/3 beast with rush and has +3 attack while damaged. I like this card too, actually.
You like ping off something early and get like a 3 something.
Like best case scenario, you hit like a 2-1 with this, and you just have a 4/1 left over for 2 mana. That's like very good. The 4/1, unless they have like a ping hero power, just usually will trade into the next thing they play too.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's talk about just all the rush cards in here, and then we'll go back.
Town Crier is a 1 mana 1/2 with Battlecry. Draw a rush minion from your deck, and if the rush deck is a thing, or like just any rush cards he play in Warrior, this might just be the best card in the set. Like, it's just a 1 mana 1/2 draw card. That's so good. Like,
yeah.
You look at Kobold Librarian, it's a 1 mana 2/1 draw card with downside also, and this is like a 1 mana 1/2 draw card with upside because it's a tutor. Like, you know what card you're drawing.
Yeah, I haven't really looked through the comments that much for the rush cards, but if they're at all decent rush cards there,
if any rush card is good enough to see play, then Town Crier is also good enough to see play.
Yeah, that's basically what we're saying. And it just has to be one because you just want to tutor it out. Like,
especially like I should probably like look and see if there are any rush cards. I know there is the legendary that draws a rush card, which is ridiculous.
So far makes me so happy. Cauldron Elemental, have you seen this? Let's just talk about this real quick.
Which one?
Go back to Shaman Hype. It's at like the very bottom. It's 8 mana, 7/7 elemental. Your other elementals have +2 attack. There we go. Some elementals.
Card sucks, dude. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Okay, all right. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Maybe we probably
smash that down. You're just gonna be banging people's faces.
No, I don't think that card's bad. Okay.
You think that card's bad? Yeah. I'm disappointed.
Okay, can we talk about Festeroot Hulk? 5 mana 2/7. After friendly me attacks, gain +1 attack. This card sucks. Next card.
Wait. Let's talk about the 5 mana legendary, and then we can talk about the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Darius Crowley. All right, 5 mana 4/4 with rush. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, gain +2/+2.
I think this is interesting. It's better than Boogie Monster.
It is better than Boogie Monster, but most things are better than Boogie Monster. Now, in the mid game, like, what are you? Like, I guess it probably will kill something. Yeah, it's just like a decent card. It's never good.
Well, is it not? Because, dude, then every turn after this, you're trading and you're making a problem for you.
Like, but like by trading, you're lowering the health of it, which then it gets 2 more health, but you're still lowering the health of it probably by more than 2. Like, it's gonna get to the point where it's easy to just like remove or ping off or something at some point.
But I mean, also like if you hit this into something the first turn, clear something, and then the next turn they don't kill it off for some stupid reason, you get to hit them in the face for 6. That's pretty good value, right? Like, I mean, there might be places where they just don't, like, you playing second, you clear their 5-drop with this. I don't know what 5-drop they're playing that this survives through, but like,
I don't know. It seems kind of like Christmas Landy, where this lives more than like 2 turns. I don't think it's very good, personally.
What if? Okay. What if we Woodcutter's Axe? Save that to when you play that.
Oh yeah, we'll go back to Woodcutter's Axe now.
What if you Woodcutter's Axe like on turn 2, cleared something, saved it till turn 5, then you're just like hitting in, giving this maybe the 6/5, then you kill something that's an 8, whatever, how much damage it took. That's pretty gnarly.
It is. That's kind of gross. You're right. I think Woodcutter's Axe goes with the Town Crier package. If like just like a 2/2 weapon for 2 is fine. Like,
yeah, so
you're not gonna play that, but like it's fine. We usually add some extra upside to it. It's fine. It's good. Like,
I think we should give everything that's like those 3 rush
so we're giving
cards.
Woodcutter's Axe, Militia Commander, Red Band Wasp, Town Crier, and Darius Crowley all 3s. They're
gonna
all
give them all
connected to each
twos.
other?
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I think
I don't
if it
either.
does, they should all move up together.
Sure. Okay.
But like,
Festered Hulk. This card sucks. Next card. Deadly Arsenal. 6 mana, reveal a weapon from your deck, deals attack to all minions.
nope.
Yeah, the Warrior just doesn't... I guess you could just play Gorehowl, but like, any deck that plays Gorehowl also is feeling Blood Razor, which just ruins the card. Like, you play 2 Blood Razors and one... You're never going to play more than 1 Gorehowl, so like...
Okay, let's talk about Black Howl Gunspire and then...
Black Howl Gunspire. 7 mana, 3/8. Can attack. Whenever this minion takes damage, you'll 3 to random enemy. Yeah, this card sucks. I mean, if you're talking about Warpath Dream scenarios, I guess this is the card you want to be Warpathing.
Dude, the issue I've always found with these, whenever these minions damage things, is it's in a class that can't heal its minion. That's all these minions have a limited lifespan. Like, first of all, if anyone hits this for more than 1, like, the maximum damage you get just decreases so much. Right? Like, you hit this for 4, there's 12 damage at maximum left.
Can't attack. This card's bad because it can't attack. If it could attack, it might have some applications, but it can't attack. Like, your opponent can just ignore this. Like,
if it could attack, I think it would be a very good card.
Yeah, your opponent can just ignore this and it doesn't do anything.
Or it had taunt. It needs to have one of the two to be...
You need to have you need to put additional cards into this card to see value out of it, so like, that's what makes it bad, I think. I don't think it'll obviously play.
Yeah, that if it didn't have that one can attack line, or it had taunt, like, I'd be fine if it had taunt, dude, because then, like, you're shooting back at things trying to hit you, like, it slows stuff down.
Yeah, thematically, it's a freaking tower. It should have taunt. You can't go, like, over a tower. Like,
you can go around a tower.
I guess so, but I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, this card's bad. Okay, 1. Okay, do you want to do neutrals tomorrow?
We can do the legendaries.
Yeah, no, we can do legendaries now. Yeah, okay. We already talked about Baku again.
Yeah, so we have to talk about 3 more.
Okay, and one of them is a meme. So the 7 mana 3/3 Battlecry, replace your hand with a copy of your opponent's. Basically a meme. I don't think it'll ever see play.
I mean, I will definitely see play, just not in any good decks.
It's kind of like super, whatchamacallit, draw cards until you have cards in your hand equal to your opponent, the Paladin spell. It's kind of like super that if you have no cards in hand, and you just like, it's kind of a massive blowout. You're playing like a control deck, and you spend all your cards in your hand, and they're like, okay, I win the game now. And you just like drop this and steal their hand. That's kind of nutty. That'll probably never happen though.
At the rank you're playing this, you're probably going to lose because their hand's going to be trash.
Okay.
Dollmaster.
Dollmaster Dorian. Whenever you draw a minion, summon a 1/1 copy of it. Do you play this in, like, Elemental Mage with 2 mana, draw 3 nutty card?
That's what I was thinking. Like, dude, what? Like, okay, so the downside is it doesn't automatically activate the turn you play it, and its body isn't that big. But, like, there are so many things that, like, if you just pull them out of your deck and you gotta just put them on the battlefield, it's kind of dumb. Like, what if you play this in Mage and you just, like, draw and pull out, like, a Malagos?
I guess so. I mean, you're not playing Malagos in any normal deck, though. Like,
I mean, you're not playing...
This is a meme card. I don't know. This is a meme card. I don't think it'll see his play.
Yeah, it's not consistent enough.
Yeah. Alright. Countess Ashmore. 7 mana 6/6 Battlecry, draw a Rush, Lifesteal, and Death Rattle card from your deck. This is the new Curator.
I think it's very good.
Okay, I don't even know what neutral Rush and Lifesteal cards there are where, like, you could play this. We should probably figure that out before we... But, like, just the potential to have a 7 mana 6/6 draw 3 cards and probably 3 cards that you want to have in your deck is just so good. Like, Curator was so good. This will probably be sort of similar to that.
Okay, well, think about it this way, right? There are already, like, a deck that I can see playing this very easily is, like, okay, is there any Warlock, like, dude, the Warlock cards always want their Death's Web Spiders, right? So if they play, like...
But it's not, Death Web Spider isn't actually a Lifesteal card. It's a Battlecry, maybe again Lifesteal.
Oh, so it doesn't, See, that... I don't know if it...
I don't know. It's just like the potential is there where if it's not going to see play now, it might eventually see play later.
7 mana draw.
Actually looking at it, there's not really any neutral Rush cards that are very good. Like,
that's the issue. You're not going to hit Rush, but you could hit some pretty decent Lifesteal Death Rattle cards. imagine you.
Yeah.
What if you drew like? What if you played this in the priest deck we were talking about, and you drew 2 statues?
Yeah, you draw obsidian. Yeah, actually, you just draw 2 obsidian statues. That's good. Like, and maybe
Like,
they're 8/8s already.
7 mana draw 6. 7 mana 6/6 draw 2 obsidian statues.
Yeah.
I'd play that.
I would also play
So
that.
I mean, yeah, obviously you can get very lucky with it, but like, I mean, also like, are you really mad if you have 2 from this?
No,
those-
of course not. You would usually only get 2 from Curator. Like,
Exactly. So like, Death Rattle isn't very hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good.
I will
Death
say a 6/6 is probably worse than a 4/6 taunt. Like, the taunt was important if you're playing a slower deck, but
the cards you draw from this are a lot more like dragons, beasts, and murloc. Like murlocs, first of all, were very hard to get. Like there weren't there many like slow murlocs to play. Dragons, yeah, you could get good dragons off that, like good mid range dragons. Like beasts, there were all sorts of kinds of beasts. But like this, like death rattles, they're good late game death rattles. They're good late game lifesteal cards. Like this could just be like pulling you right into like a great late game, which is why I think it can be pretty good. Like
yeah, I think this card is good. Probably like a 4. All right. I feel like most of the epics and rares are pretty bad. Do you want to just like run through them real quick? I feel like we have enough time. We can bang these out in like 15 minutes if we believe.
okay, 15 minutes.
All right.
At 10:30, I'm leaving tomorrow, so
Okay.
I don't care.
Nightmare Amalgam, 3 mana 3/4 with all tribes. This is a meme. Even in like tribal decks, you never really want this effect enough where it's you just like I need a 3/4. Like
But elementals, maybe you want to just
no,
like
they're already it's just that
elementals?
you would never place over like the 2/4 heal for 3.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
Muck
bad.
Hunter is bad.
Muck Hunter is bad. Yeah, just like you look at the numbers, they don't even add up. Like
Rich Cauldron is bad.
this, yeah, the card is bad. All right, Voodoo Doll, choose a minion.
yeah.
Death Rattle, destroy the chosen minion.
Good.
Really?
I think it's pretty good.
When would you just play this instead of like a removal spell though? Like there are no classes that don't have removal spells.
Okay. Let's see. You're playing. What if you played this in that? What if you play in an all creature mage deck, and you play this instead of removal
Yes.
spell?
Yeah.
You can ping it.
The card is
ping
just too
itself.
weird.
You can ping itself.
You could ping itself. It is like kind of 5 mana. It is actually just 5 mana to kill something.
in mage. Okay. Worgen Abomination. At the end of your turn, deal 2. That
All other
would be
damage
good.
minions. In like the
I'm not-
Warpath deck, in like warrior decks, like whirlwind effects, I can maybe see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. It's not like consistent enough where you're. It's inconsistent. That
Mossy Horror.
destroy them
Let's
into
just-
2 less attack. There might be a meta where this is actually good, but I don't think the meta is gonna be
but, like,
that.
The new set doesn't seem to have you want to be
Yeah,
playing
this
more.
is a completely
like,
meta
deep,
dependent card. Like this
aggressive
is like a tech card against aggro decks. Or like actually maybe for okay, never mind. Pint-sized potion is rotated. Not bad. Next card.
Okay, it's 4 plus 4.
So
Plus
yeah, it's a
4,
4/4 Death
so-
Rattle get
well-
2/2s that have Death Rattle summon 2/1/1s. This card is cool.
It's cool. It's 12 power, but it's spread out too much, I think.
Yeah. It'd be cool
Although
in
if
like
you-
N'Zoth decks, which aren't a thing anymore.
You know what this would be really cool in? With that Hunter Legendary, give all your cards rush. Maybe you played in that deck.
Oh,
'Cause that-
dude, that's
well,
nutty.
no,
Actually, you're right.
But like that's such a like a weird combo.
That is kind of a corner case, but like that is really cool.
That's where that's why I see like the advantage of having it split. Like
Yeah.
otherwise, like you're like, And if these were like, I don't know, if these were elementals, I think this would be a playable card. But like, it's just nothing. So like, I don't think it's gonna get much play. Baleful Banker. That
I mean,
card,
it's the same thing
a
as the
combo.
3 mana 3/4 mage card. It's like that card kind of saw play in like Reno Mage because you could get another Reno or another Kazakus, but there's nothing like that
Dude, this is
anymore. Sort
super,
of.
like- I mean, I don't know. Maybe if there's like one really broken set, you throw one of these in the deck so you can
Yeah.
play 2.
It's a
there's
card
no-
to keep an eye on. I don't think it's good right now, but it could be good in the future.
Sandbinder, I think is good.
4/4 Balcard
Audi.
Drawn Mellow from your deck. I don't think it's great, honestly. Like, if you're playing an elemental deck, you're probably playing enough elementals where you're going to curve out each turn. And the fact that this itself isn't an elemental makes it bad because you're taking the next. You can't play an elemental the next turn. You can't play the one you draw because it's not going to be active. I think it's bad.
Yeah, it's body.
And also, like, a 4-mana 2/4 draw card, that's, like, literally already a card that doesn't see any play. Like,
yeah. Okay, rare cards. Okay,
right.
like
Phantom Militia, 3-mana 2/4 Echo and Taunt. I think it's actually decent. It's probably not going to see any play, but, like, it's worth considering at the very least.
Echo Rogue, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. If you want to go, like, a defensive route.
Okay, this Scale Worm is terrible. Can we just skip that?
Yeah, it's bad. Even if you have it active, it's just, like, not even good. Dragon decks are going to want to be slow, and, like, it's a 4-mana removal spell, basically. Like, yeah, it's not a dragon, also. Okay. Witchwood Grizzly. 5-mana, 3/12 Taunt. Battlecry, lose 1 health for each card in your opponent's hand.
This card is busted against aggro.
Yeah.
Aggro doesn't have anything in their hand.
Actually, it might be. Yeah, like, you're looking at against aggro decks, like a 5-mana 3/10 Taunt. Like, on curve is a 5-mana 3/7 Taunt. So you're losing value if they have 5 or more cards in their hand. If they have less than 5 cards, this is, like, above the curve.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you're willing in an aggro matchup to take 4 damage at most. That's the most cards they have to play to gain 12
health. Could we be looking at the new Sludge Belcher?
Possibly. See, the only thing is, dude, against a control matchup, this card is just horrible. That's the thing. Yeah. Sludge Belcher was still good.
Yeah.
But, like, any, like, Warlock deck, you're going to take, like, 8 damage for this. You're never playing it. Like, maybe you played at the end of the game. But, I mean, like, do you play this just, like, if aggro becomes a big thing, this card will be busted. This card might be one of the better cards. That might be one of the best cards.
I like that it is a card that exists. It stops potentially, like, just all face decks from existing. Not existing, but it'll be good against aggro decks.
Okay,
Gilnean Royal Guard. 8-mana 3/5 with Divine Shield and Rush. Each turn this is in your hand. It's a 3/8, not a 3/5. I'm dumb. And each turn this is in your hand, swap its attack and health. Okay.
I think this would be such a better card if it was an 8-mana 8/3. None of this swapping attack and health.
Yeah, this is an arena card.
You just can't guarantee you get the best thing.
It's an arena card.
Draw the lowest cost minion from your deck.
4-mana 3/3. Draw the lowest cost minion card from your deck.
And, like, weird combo decks, that might be worth it. But I don't know how many.
Okay, realistically, what deck are you actually getting, like, value from this?
None.
Yeah, no decks. This is bad. Okay. Chief Inspector. I like that the card exists too. 5-mana 4/6. Battlecry, destroy all enemy secrets. Just in case Freeze Mage still exists. Blizzard just wants to kill it dead. Like, no more Freeze Mage.
But isn't that card that gets +1/+1 and does the same thing? Just
Eater Secrets is rotating, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, then good.
Well, yeah, it exists. It probably won't see play, but it exists in case it has to.
Yeah. Life Drinker, I actually really like this card.
4-mana 3/3 Beast. Battlecry, deal 3 to the enemy hero. Restore 3 to your hero. Should have been a 4/5. That's a Siege Rhino. That would have been funny. But, I
think this card's good. I like it.
Does this get there in aggro decks? Like, is this good enough?
Is that a get there, stall your time? Like,
is this good enough to see play in, like, aggressive decks? I mean, it's, like, decent on, like, aggro mirrors.
Like, I just... Like, I want it to be good. But the body...
I just think it's not quite good enough. It's not quite there. It's close. It's not quite there, though.
I think it can see some play. I don't think it's going to be that good, though.
Alright. Mad Hatter. 4-mana 3/2. Battlecry, randomly toss 3 hats onto other minions. Each hat gets +1/+1. I love this card. I think this card is actually so good. This is my sleeper card of the set.
You can hit your opponents.
Yeah, I know. This is my sleeper card of the set. I think if you're playing an aggressive, like some sort of like zoo minion based deck, this has the potential to be a 4-mana 6/5. That's insane, dude. It has the potential to be so good. I mean, yeah, it could also just like sort of screw you over, but like if you're hitting 2 hats in your own minion and 1 in your opponent's minions, it's still like good enough. Like, you're not upset about that.
Oh, wait, I gotta find my sleeper card of the set. My sleeper card of the set is... Honestly, it low-key might be Earthen Shaper, because that card looks broke. Actually, no, it's going to be Lady in the White. No one's going to think that's a good card.
No,
but
yeah. I agree. I think some people are saying it'll be good, but I agree. I think Lady in the White's going to be good.
I think you just have to look at it the right way. And Chameleos it's not a sleeper card.
Most people are saying Chameleos are going to be good, but...
Yeah. So, that was fun. We don't really need to go over the commons.
Hang on, let's make sure we're not missing it. Well, we also missed a rare. Night Prowler, 4-mana, 3/3 beast. If it's the only minion in the battlefield, and +3/+3. That's bad. It's probably never going to be the only minion in the battlefield. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not missing any commons. Pumpkin Peasant. Oh, I actually want to talk about Rotten Apple Bomb. It's a 5-mana 4/5 with Taunt and Death Rattle, restore 4 health to your hero.
I think it's good.
I think it's definitely okay.
Amazing in Arena. I think it's... I mean, issue is, if it wasn't a Witchwood Grizzly, it might be, like, the stopper to aggro, but, like, you wouldn't play both of those, right?
Yeah.
You just...
Wormguard? Maybe? 7-mana 4/11 Taunt? No, that's bad. I think Ravencaller's pretty bad. I think the Swamp Dragon Egg is pretty bad. I think definitely Marshdrake is really bad. All these other ones are basically just like random arena cards.
No, Cauldron Elemental, I'm telling you, might have a chance.
I think Cauldron Elemental sucks. We will see.
What about Deranged Doctor?
I think it's too expensive and too delayed to be like a reliable heal. Like 8 is a lot as a heal, but with Healbot you were always getting 8. You play it, you heal for 8. It was just that's what it did. This might just never heal for 8. Like this is not a constructed card. Like if you need the heal, then your opponent can just not kill it and you don't get the heal from it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just arena cards. Okay. Alright, Theo, we got 5 minutes here. Best card on the set, sleeper card, and what's going to be the newest, coolest deck?
Dude, I'm kind of hyped for the Shaman deck. Shaman deck. I think the most underrated card in this set. Druid sucks. Dude, it has to... The issue is everyone thinks the Warlock cards are so good. I think
they are just, like, objectively good, I think.
Dude, like, if people don't read it, Curse of Weakness is definitely going to be fucking... I think that card's going to be great. And I think Dark Possession, the more that I think about it, is going to be amazing. Like, Death Weapon Fighter, like... Dude, I think the issue with Warlock is going to be you're not going to see a new deck, really.
Right, it'll just be Control Warlock with Bloodreaver.
The same deck. Yeah, you're going to see the same deck again. I think the coolest new thing is going to be the new Shaman deck. I think that is actually... Because... So, Shutter Walk... I don't know if we talked about this card enough. Like, I
don't even know if you need it. Like...
Dude, but just imagine. Okay, right?
Okay, the downside is it might... If you're playing, like, Blaze Callers and Fire Elementals and stuff, you might just be, like, killing all of your own stuff. Like...
Okay, I'm just going to look up elementals, and we're just going to talk about some of these fucking battle cries.
Or, like, healing your opponent. Or stuff like that. I don't know. While you're searching that up, I'm going to say, my sleeper card is Zap. I think Zap is going to be actually one of the most important cards of the set. My best card in the set, probably... That's hard. I really like Lord Godfrey. I really like Countess Ashmore. I do really like Zap. Hang on. I really like Chameleos and Lady in White, actually.
Okay, what elementals are out right now that are just going to be dumb? Oh, this Baron Geddon.
Yeah, I think that's it. So, and then my best favorite deck is going to be Elemental Mage. That's the first deck I'm going to make. Oh, also Book of Specters. I think Book of Specters is actually going to be the best card in the set. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, but...
yeah, I think Book of Specters is going to be fucking just... On God. Okay, so you have Blaze Callers. Is Ozaruk going to get any good? I don't think so, right? the 9 mana 5/5 elemental with taunt that gains
Oh yeah,
5
no, that card sucks.
Dude, but like, okay, how many elementals do you have to play for that to just be a busted card, right? You play 3, that's a 5/20. I think that's not that bad, right?
And
And
it's bad. Like,
it's bad no matter what.
I think it's there's no way you ever play it.
Oh, I forgot about these cards. Dude, the Calamos might actually get some play.
Calamos is
Alakir,
nuts, dude. Calamos has always been nuts.
but like, you just never really played Elemental Shaman before. Do you even? Okay, wait. Can we talk about Hammer of Twilight? Do we play that?
Hammer of Twilight is just like a decent card. Like, it's just good value. Like, it kills 2 things, and you get a 4/2. Like, you don't even need other. It's just fine. I don't know if you need it. You have so much like built-in removal in the deck with all the minions that shoot stuff for damage that you probably don't really need it. But and
Okay,
zaps
so
now. I'm telling you, dude, zaps are meta defining.
what about this combo? Grumble World Shaker with Shudderwalk.
So how does it even work, dude?
What?
So you play Grumble earlier in the game, then you play Shudderwalk.
No. You play Shudderwalk, then you Grumble.
Oh, then you Grumble, and then you get double Shudderwalk.
Then you just have as many Shudderwalks as you want because
Yeah.
it's a one thing. And if you play the Shudderwalk, you're gonna get Grumble back, and then you can make yourself.
Oh yeah, then you can infinitely change Shudderwalks. Sort of, maybe, if I'm reading that right. I don't know.
Well, no, you can not infinitely. You'll have one man.
Well, yeah, not infinitely, but like.
You could just keep both of them in your hand, right? Let's see. So if Shudderwalk lives for a turn, which is kind of unlikely, but also not that big of a deal, right? Like they don't kill 6/6. That's not really surprising. You play Grumble, you get. Can you? Oh, you can't ever bounce them both back to your hand, can you? No, that would be. Yeah, you can't do that.
All right, well, Theo, I'm looking forward tomorrow to playing my Elemental Mage against your Elemental Shaman.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna craft the wrong elementals and put them in, but I'm not that worried.
Elementals are probably gonna suck, and we're completely wrong about everything. But you know what? Okay. Elementals and Lady and White Priest, like Control Priest. Those are 2 decks I want to play.
That's a deck I'm gonna start building right now.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow.
All right.
Too late. I'm tired.
If you watch this whole thing, thank you guys. We're done. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.
Very surprised you watched this whole thing.
Yeah, you should.
Congratulations.
Better. Yeah. Okay.
But
bye.
When we call everything, you gotta like the video.